What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the tournament. It's going to be NURGLE tonight, so big stinky. And let's see what we got in the first round, man. How you guys doing? Hope you're all doing all right. Okay. So, round one maps. My opponent is going to be doing the first pick and bans. And Blazing Ramparts, Siege of Salernum, and Crystal Lake. Okay. So he's on high elves, which are actually very good against NURGLE nowadays because of the Oceanids, but I think I got some schemes, man. I think I got some fat schemes, so we'll see what we can get cooking. All right, so I'm going to start on my build right now. Late night NURGLE, yeah, it is. A little bit of late night NURGLE. Kind of thinking about maybe doing a NURGLE campaign soon as well. Maybe Festus or TamerCon, we'll see. Oh, old man stretching sounds. What's going on? Anti-Citizen, thank you for the 20. Yo, Turin, thanks for the streams. They really brighten my day. Good luck tonight. Hey, I'm going to do my best. Hopefully we could just have a winning record. That's my goal these days. That is my goal. The forbidden thumbnail. I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, the sumo big dog. Yeah, I don't hate it. All right. Toad beats all. Yeah, I mean, Toad Rush against High Elf. I wonder if a Plague Toad could actually take on a Oceanid. Tricky. Grandfather loves this all he does. Yeah, he's in the loving business here. All right, so let me refresh this and do that. And it looks good. All right. So just need to see what maps my opponent's going to be banning. You ban first. Back to the NURGLE pits. NURGLE, I think, is decent these days. They've been doing all right. We saw some huge NURGLE representation in the recent World Championships. You guys remember Chosen? He was able to win some big games with NURGLE, actually. I think his biggest NURGLE win was against Kislev. I remember he took down Anticity on Kislev in the Grand Finals, which is not easy. That was a very, one of the more impressive games I've seen for sure. But yeah, man, NURGLE pits, let's get it. Let's have some fun. TamerCon was a fun campaign, says Thomas. But the long victory dragged on because I got pulled towards. Yeah. I think campaigns in this game are best suited for the short victory. 60 to 80 turns is the best place to end a campaign. You get the climax, you get enough turns in. I feel like it takes a special type of personality to want to be doing those 150, 200 turn campaigns. Got some Mob and Jackson. Thank you guys for resubscribing, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, perfect streaming to paint your Plague Marines. Oh, man, tell me about your paint scheme, Venom. If you have any questions, I've painted probably over 70 Plague Marines and obviously Terminators and Death Shrouds. So if you have any questions, let me know, dog. That's awesome. So he's going to ban Crystal Lake, and then let's play Siege of Salernum. I love this map. It's very fun. So we're going to play the Siege of Salernum. Yes, we're going to do it, and it is going to be a custom map. All right, cool. Very cool. All right. All right, so we got High Elves on the Siege of Salernum. This is the map that has the city fighting. Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm getting my first game of Trench Crusade. Hey, hell yeah, dude. What are you playing? What faction? Is it a campaign or just a one-off game? Shade Talon says, I've been watching the Battle for Middle-earth 2 videos. Any chance we'll see? It's possible. I was actually watching some today. I don't know when, but there's always a chance we'll go back and cover that. It's very rotten and stinky in chat. Yes. Okay, so we got High Elves on the Siege of Salerno. Evil, evil elven schemes. Okay, so we definitely need you. Awesome. And then I think we can cut these abilities here. Looks fine. So Venom says, it's your first time painting. Did the undershade of gray, white with speed paints on top? They look awesome. Hey, congrats, man. If you want to send me a picture in Discord, we can share it on stream. I'm always a big enjoyer of the Death Guard stuff. The answer to any Death Guard paint, yeah, Agrax Earthshade is so good. Usually, I mean, you could just spray prime them frickin'. The easiest way to make like a box art style Plague Marine is just spray prime them Death Guard green. Agrax Earthshade wash over the entire mini. And then a heavy dry brush of Ogre and Camo over the mini after the wash dries. And then you just paint in the details from there. It's very, very good. Do the toads have aquatic? I'm actually not sure. That's a pretty good question. I don't think they do. The toads, they do not have aquatic. Yeah, which is strange, right? Toads are pretty aquatic creatures. So a little bit of funny business right there. But hey, it is what it is. All right, so let's get this. Cool. I think in this matchup, you do need a NURGLE caster. I think it's pretty necessary to heal through the single entity DPS. Okay, we don't need that. We can take this, and then we can get you on the Romp Beast. And then last but not least, we'll get one of these guys. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Ava. That's the way to do it. Really getting into the NURGLE flavor now. Link for the Discord. Yeah, we got a link here. Do we have any mods? Yeah, Melody can drop a link to the Discord. Yeah. Okay, so we're playing High Elves. We know they're up to no good in the neighborhood. We're going to be dealing with a bunch of... they can bring elite infantry too, granted. Festus in this matchup is so freaking hard to protect. Like, any of those High Elf characters can just really give him a ton of trouble, so it feels a little bit Shady McGrady to me. Siege of Salerno is a different kind of map, though. Definitely very different than what you normally encounter. I think we do want to bring... Rot Knights are good in this matchup, but the problem is they get bullied really bad by Fireborn. So that always feels a little bit bad. Even still, I think bringing like one Rot Knight in reserve isn't a terrible idea because they can tear up Oceanids pretty well. Okay, so aside from that, we're going to want some Chaos Warriors. Chosen with great weapons against High Elves, a pretty fun tech. Although I feel like the Humble Chaos Warrior will probably do just as good of a job for a much cheaper price point. So we're going to get you. Yes, and then what else do we want to get here? Battletoads, kind of cool. Trolls, also not bad. You can get Bile Trolls, but they do get routed pretty quickly by the big scary monsters. I think we're going to need to probably get some Marauder Horsemen. I think in this matchup, you definitely max out on Marauder Horsemen. They're just very good. They're very cost effective. All right, so we got those guys, and we can get the Beast of NURGLE in reserve. I think having one Beast of NURGLE for like blob fights isn't a terrible idea. And then my opponent is ready. All right, so Angels of Decay I think are an auto take in reserve as well. Now, dealing with the archers is tricky. Furies and Poison Warhounds, always welcome in this matchup, although Skycutters. I think if we face Skycutters, we just like face the foot style and just kind of like tank them. Don't worry about it too much. They're both good links. Yeah, Bill and Melody are both trustworthy. You're fine, don't worry. Okay, Plague Ogres, man, they're so overpriced. I feel like Plague Ogres should cost like 150 less. It'll be like 1,300. They're so freaking expensive. Okay. So aside from that, do we want any Shielded Boys? Certainly not a terrible option. So if they go with White Lines of Crace, those guys do trade pretty well into my Chaos Warrior Infantry, but I'm hoping that... I'm just thinking out loud, guys. Don't mind me. I'm just ranting. Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, you said you're playing Pilgrims in Trench Crusade? Sorry, I was focused on building my army. Yeah, Pilgrims are definitely one of the easiest armies to play, and they're very fun, too. They just had a big tournament, actually, and the Trench Pilgrims, I think, they got first and third. They're very, very strong. Because, like, you have, like, several tough characters. You have your War Priest lady, and then you have the Communicant. They can both bring, like, one of the killiest weapons in the entire game, so... Yeah, the Pilgrims are very, very menacing. Yeah, the plagues do spread correctly now. That is true. So big improvements there. For the big dog, we can go ahead and take the Corrupted Flesh, and maybe Sword of Filth is better, actually. Okay. So the mainline army is about ready. Anything else I need to do here? Battletoads, kind of a cute idea. What do Battletoads do in this matchup? I mean, with infantry support, I suppose they've got some teeth. Let's get you guys, and then last but not least, I think we need to get another Marauder Horseman in reserve. So we're going to call you guys out here. All right, let's get a Marauder Horseman and an NURGLE. Is this going to be able to handle the big stuff and grind it out? I sure hope so. Any other last-minute additions? Noxbringer is good, but Noxbringer can often be a trap. I've encountered it many times myself, but I think we are okay. Yeah, Noxbringer against archers isn't bad. Or do we just face the foot style of the archers and play more of like a mobility game? I don't know. Beast of NURGLE is okay in the grind. Battletoads are okay in the grind as well. I suspect there is going to be a big archer presence, though. Oh, I feel so naked not having Noxbringer in the build, guys. It feels very, very shady. All right, I think we're good. Stinky Bean's a very strong player, so this is not going to be an easy fight. That is for damn sure. We could cut the Rotting Riders and mix them in for a Plague Ogre instead, maybe. I think that's fine. Yeah, that opens up a little bit more space on our build for utility. So we got Marauder Horseman, and then we can go double Warhound if we want to as well. Okay, so those guys are going to be 450, so it'll be 800 apiece. So let's get maybe 2 of these guys out of the gates. Great. Forsaken are really, really good. Although they do kind of get smashed by a lot of the units that the High Elves do have. Like Oceanid smash them. There's some scary shit in there. Bile Trolls, I don't hate a Bile Troll mix in. I think that's fine. All right, guys, good luck, have fun. Let's see what my opponent's got cooking, and hopefully we don't get wrecked too badly in game 1 here. Yes, yes. And Dan, you just wanted me to say and Dan, didn't you? I know you did. My fellow millennials rise. Yeah, Pestigors are good. Yeah, Pestigors are a great unit. And by the way, this is an incredibly cool map. It's very cool. It's like a city fighting map here. Okay, good luck to my opponent. Not too much luck, but enough that he enjoys himself. Not enough that he'll crush us. but a little bit here and there. What's up, Zerosk? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Okay, guys. So we are here on the Siege of Solarium. It is a city fighting map. So we're going to make a play for the objectives here. He's going to have Reavers over here, most likely. So we're going to send 2 Pestigors down there. We have our NURGLE character squad. We just got to watch out for final transmutation, basically. 1 warrior can walk through the streets of the city. So he's going to be fighting over the middle objective. And then you guys can go and contest the mobility point out here. So we got Hounds, and we have... I mean, the Hounds can maybe run up to the middle. Ideally, if I can triple cap my High Elf opponent, that's going to be pretty huge, right? Because normally the High Elves are pretty advantageous on the points. So let's get it, man. I know, I'm sorry. We'll have some earlier streams. My schedule's been a little different lately. I've been recording campaigns earlier in the day. And I've been doing streams at night. So trying to keep up with all the campaigns. And I actually finished recording the Araby campaign. That one's done. I'm going to start another one soon. I don't know what we're going to be doing, but I've been having so much fun with the campaign stuff, man. Magic Jesus, thank you for subscribing. I love the name. Tentacle says I've seen some of the weird... honestly, yeah, I know there were some issues with some of the production stuff, but I think the Trench Crusade game is in a pretty great place right now. I'm having a blast with it. It's one of the most fun games I've played in ages. It's great. It's freaking great. All right. Let's do that. We're going to head here, get you guys right there. You guys are going to run up there. And is he doing like some elite high elf like shenanigan build? What is this? Tyrion. Oh my god, he's got a Merwookie, and then he's got a couple archers as well. I think the Merwookie I can drag down, but if we can triple cap him out of the gates here, that's going to be pretty huge. And the shielded Chaos Warrior will move through the streets. He's going to get me off this objective for sure, but, you know, it's all good. So we're going to grab that outside point. The NURGLE character squad can definitely take on Tyrion, but taking on Big Stinky here is not going to be easy. So we're going to take that on. If he isolates over there, I can call on the Angels of Decay to wreck that thing, so we'll see where he decides to send this beast. But for now, we're going to go run some interference. He has a Henry Cavill with Earthblood, so the Henry Cavill is going to be the choice. Let's get you guys back. Get you guys back in the city streets here, and the Chaos Warrior just keeps waddling. So getting a triple cap, man. Pretty good out of the gates. No complaints here. We're going to bring the Marauder Horseman over there, and then down here, what do we want to send to guard that point? I don't think we need to send anything right now. Okay. So, homie's got a Henry Cavill, Silac One Eye, pretty epic build, by the way, and he's sending some archers down here as well. So we're going to kind of hide you guys behind the buildings a little bit, get a little bit cagey here. I can't win this fight, but with Marauder Horseman, it's certainly possible to win it. I wonder what he's got in Call Out. Yeah, calling out the Angels of Decay is like a pretty big tell, but if I can just keep him off this objective with the Angels of Decay, that's going to be pretty massive. So we're going to try and do that. These archers are going to be chilling in the street, or these doggies. Yeah, we're going to get them right here. Pestigores are going to be chilling right here. And yeah, we have like a rock hard triple cap on them, ladies and gentlemen, so it's pretty good for us. All right, Angel's Decay will be very good against the big beast. My opponent going to be calling out some Reavers, so we can just send the characters to go fight there. Pull back here a little bit, get these Chaos Warriors moving up to the point, keep you guys back here, and we're going to see what he decides to do here. Yeah, because I got all 3 objectives, man. That's pretty good for us. The Reaver's very annoying, but nothing that we can't deal with here. Let's get the Warriors up on the point. We're going to put you there. You guys are going to charge right here, and maybe he'll slip on micro. We'll see. Probably not. Okay, so we got the points. A couple hounds are lurking here. We're going to go ahead and move you guys over there for a little bit of an ambush, and then you're going to come here, and we're going to get you cruising over to start grenading you in the face. In the meantime, we can call out some Furies. So we're going to use Furies just to screen out the Reavers here, basically. Yeah, that's going to be the game plan. All right, so we're running. He knows it's a problem, so let's move you guys up on the point, move you guys up on the point. And the Pestigores can come around the outside here, get ready to fight. And he does do a Melkoths on the Angels of Decay, which is unfortunate, but not the worst. So we're going to chase here. And the characters and you guys are all lurking in the shadows. All right, so we can use the Melkoths if we need to. You guys wait here. We got the triple cap. You know, what's not to love? You guys chase right here. And it looks like that's going to be the Fireborn getting called out, which is a little scary, but nothing I probably can't handle here. So we're going to get another Horseman. Fireborn are lurking, and we're holding on to the point. The Chaos Warriors are giga-chatting it pretty good. We're going to go start grenading the Fireborn if we can. Psylocke One Eye does regenerate. We could also just, like, abandon this objective and play a couple other ones. We'll have to see. So the grenades are coming out, so we're going to start getting the Angels of Decay here, and we need to get the Horsemen to start throwing at them. Angels of Decay on Psylocke, though, he's kind of just a juicy target right now, so we definitely want to do that. Let's call you in here and here, and we just hold on to the other 2 objectives and try and mitigate our losses, really, right? So that's going to be coming in. Yeah, let's get you guys back. The Horsemen can come over here and creep. Those Chaos Warriors obviously are getting smashed pretty hard, but it's to be expected. Throw some grenades at the big fish, and you guys keep creeping. You chase here, and we'll decide what we're going to call in next. I think it's time for a Fleshy Abundance on the Angels, because they're pretty valuable, right? So I don't know if he has any like really good follow-up magic here. I don't think so. So we're going to kind of creep over here. Yeah, we do manage to catch one of his units. We caught him slipping a little bit. We got a freebie right there. Angels of Decay are doing great. We'll keep these hounds kind of saturated in the back of the city right there. And yeah, good. Lapse in micro, we'll take it. So now, strangely enough, with the nature of his build, we can try and just pick him apart depending on which way he goes. We're going to go take some Vile Trolls down there to go help out. And the Fireborn are here. Let's go ahead and grenade those guys. And we can probably honestly Alpha Strike the Fireborn with all these units. Yeah, I don't hate that idea, actually. So we're going to go for that. We're going to get the Horseman over there and see if we can catch him slipping. I don't think he's going to let that happen, but it looks like he's making a play for this side of the city, so we're going to pull you guys back, get you guys back here. We're going to run you over that way, and we are going to chill. So if he abandons the middle, Angels of Decay need to kind of go through the city here. We can get our characters in. I don't love it, but we are... Did he finally flip this objective? He did. Okay, and it looks like he didn't into that one. I wasn't paying attention. The Dirty Dog caught me slipping. That's going to be some Reavers. All right, we'll send some Pestigores. They'll go reclaim that. That was a big mistake on my part, though. Shouldn't have happened. All right, so we're going to go across the city here, get these Pestigores going that way. You guys get back, and the characters, I mean, honestly, I can go in here, I think, guys. We can go in and start to bully here a little bit. We're going to get you guys there, you guys over the top. So fight the Silverhelms. We attack the Silverhelms here, get you guys going right there, and get these hounds to go help out with the Silverhelms right there. Okay, great. So a little bit sketchy. The Pestigores will get that territory back. We're going to fly you overhead and see if we can get on any of these. It's a really interesting map. You know, fighting in the city is very, very cool. But Psylocke the One Eye is coming, so we need to get the Angels of Decay over there ASAP. Trolls coming. Let's get all of you guys rolling back this way. In the meantime, we just pile in and fight his characters here. Yeah, just a little something, something, and see what we can get done. All right, so the throwing axes are going to come under. You Angels of Decay are going to go right there. Let's get you here, get you guys right there, and you guys right there too. Okay, great. So we do get a little bit of a jump on his characters, but the Fireborn are lurking here. So we got to be very, very cautious with that. The Marauder Horsemen kind of struggling to find good opportunities, honestly. We're going to come out this way. We need to run away a little bit, and we can jump on the Fireborn with the Furies if we want to try and help out. You guys go right there. And you know what? Let's actually see if we can, like, blast them a little bit. We're going to get them with a big freaking big business there. Get some throwing axes in here. Angels of Decay going to kind of creep through the city this way. And I think we win this fight here with all the Pestigores and stuff. The Fireborn are getting it, but not well enough. That's for damn sure. So you guys can jump on these dudes here. We're going to get you guys in. And so far, our characters are having a bit of a problem for sure. So we might need to retreat here a little bit. I don't know. Overall, it's kind of a bit of a sloppy performance on our part, but it's not the end of the world. So let's pull you guys in. Fireborn are going to be chasing here. Oh, thank goodness he chased these guys and let my characters escape. That was going to be very dodgy. All right, so let's get you up. Let's get you guys back. Keep going here. And are we winning this fight down here? The trolls are trying. Let's pile in and focus those spearmen a little bit where we can. Angels of Decay still creeping, and you guys need to keep running through the city. That objective is going to go back to us here in a second, so let's get you guys to attack those Reavers. And yeah, all right. So how are we going to deal with this? These are just one unit of throwing axes. The trolls down here are fighting a valiant fight, but it might be time to get the trolls out. So we're going to go ahead and run the trolls away, because I know we can regroup and get a little bit of value here. So let's charge you guys. Fireborn are in. Let's get the throwing grenades on them, and then we're going to do this and slow down the Fireborn a little bit. So we're going to slow them down, and I think we got to start playing right here, guys. Yeah, we got to start playing right here. All right, thankfully we do get on them. Angels of Decay are coming in. This fight down here is dodgy as hell, but the trolls are trying to get away, not quite able to though. And do we get the grenades on them? Yeah, they're very close to going down here. Let's see if we could just get all these guys. This positioning fighting in this area here sucks pretty bad. All right, we need to reclaim that objective. We would have had a much bigger points lead, but it is what it is. All right, so you guys come back here, jump on the archers. Throwing axes are getting good volley fire. I think our characters can survive this. Let's go ahead and pop Sword of Filth on you guys. And the trolls do get broken. Silac is on his way over again. And what do we want to call in? Like a Beast of Nurgle or something? I don't know. I don't know, man. So back you go. And the Fireborn are still not dead. They're very, very close to going down here. So we probably want to focus fire them. Yeah, just get you guys on the Fireborn, try and wear them out a little bit. I think we're losing, though. I think we're losing for sure. This is not a smooth game on my part. All right, let's get some Plague Ogres in. So they're on their way over. The characters are pretty close to getting her done. Angels of Decay, I mean, I could heal them. Is it even worth it? They still do have 12 models left, so maybe it is, actually, because they still have some fighting power here. Silac One Eye has gotten in, and the Fireborn are finally broken, which is a huge win for us. Let's get our characters, our horsemen, to come out here. And just keep fighting the good fight. So now I might be able to bully his Silac character with all of my characters. I'm thinking it's going to be possible. Let's get you back. Come over here. And you guys are winning that fight there. All right, let's get the Battletoads coming too. Angels of Decay getting a big heal is quite nice. And it looks like there is some evil Harry Potter action. So Silac is getting 3v1 by some really, really strong characters right now. I'm hoping they can win it. We'll see. All right, so you guys are coming here. I don't know what happened to these guys, but let's go ahead and slow down this whole pocket of stuff here. So we're going to slow you down. Pull you guys around and under, and yeah, this is good for us. This is good. We're gonna go get you guys right here, pull you guys back in this way, and Silac is slowly getting worn down. I think we're gonna win the fight against him. I think we are. All right, so Ogres come, charge those Reavers. You guys come in, get the throwing axes going right there. Battletoads can just block up the choke point. We're gonna call in whatever the hell we can at this point, because we need all freaking hands on deck. All right, so are we getting him lower? Is that Caradron? It is Chad Rodron. Okay, so Big Dog did get broken, but he should be able to come back, so I think we got to run our characters now. Plague Ogres can come over here and kind of block up that choke point, and the Angels of Decay have done a little bit of shutdown here, but not enough. Okay, so Marauder Horseman throwing axes, trying to get the big man down. We're going to stuff up this choke point with the Plague Ogres. Kite you back a little bit, and let's go ahead and get you guys piling over there. Did we get the high ground objective? We did, but we're not in any sort of a position where we went on just one, so that feels very sketchy. But getting the big dogs in that choke point is going to be very nice. And we do have a bit of an envelop right here. Kazak the Befouled is back, which is huge. Let's have you guys fight the Reavers. You guys help clean up the Reavers as well. And let's go ahead and get a Beast of Nurgle in just for a little bit of SE support. And yeah, you guys fight the Rogger's Pride. My Lord is getting smashed up, so we're going to need to bring you over. Looks like Caradron is all up on my Lord right now, so we need to get the boys over here, get my Lord out of there, and take advantage of our Nurgle healing, right? That's got to be the play. All right, so you've escaped. My Lord is escaping as well. Let's get the trolls to fight those Silverhelms. Let's get the Lord down the alley and maybe get a big sandwich going on these guys right here. And it looks like that character has escaped. Thank goodness. All right, so do we still have the high ground objective? We do. So that means we have a lot of time to fight, basically. We have a hell of a long time to fight. I'm out of Winds of Magic, so it's not going to be pretty here. That is for sure. So I think we reroute. Try and maybe consider playing the low ground objective. I mean, those trolls are doing all right, but we need to regroup everybody and have like a consolidated push right here, right? 100%. All right, so Home Dog is going to keep running here, so he's going to go up through the streets. The frogs are not anti-large, but they have good mass, so they can kind of fight big stuff. It's not pretty, but they can. And let's get you guys back, call in the goats. And I'm just very fortunate that all my characters survived. Yeah, because we got a Plague Ogre push here, which is going to be kind of nasty. I'm thinking that there might be a little, sauce we can get with that one. My opponent is making a play for this objective here. The Pestigors are not going to have a good time there. I don't know what I could possibly call in to help that, so I think I just got to focus on surviving elsewhere. You know, that's like his benefit he's had for being ahead, is that he can, you know, take those fights. Although, honestly, maybe I just surge up here and take, like, a quick win versus all these guys, right? I don't hate that idea. Let's actually see if we can stabilize this objective and get that. We're going to try. Let's call you guys in, get you guys over here, and we're gonna come up here and see if we can secure this objective, you know? In the meantime, use some throwing axes down here, maybe. I don't know. It feels like a bit of a haggard waste to do that with everyone. The characters can maybe come. Yeah, the goats are hanging on to the objective. I need to hold a point, right? So I need to hold one. So we're going to see if we can. In the meantime, characters fighting. Trolls have come back, which is amazing. So let's get the trolls back, and we can just keep using throwing axes to kind of throw at stuff here. We still have the points lead, but not for long, right? Turin is coming after my character, so we need to get away here if we can. So we're going to go ahead and drop a little slow on you. We're going to see if we could weasel away. Throwing axes are doing it. And the characters, are they going to get there in time? It looks like they might. So let's get you guys up. And my character, if he dies, I probably lose. NURGLE is suffering, I know. Well, you know, it's a winnable matchup for sure. My opponent's just playing very well. And I think I had some blunders in my build. Let's get some Chaos Warriors to start waddling down this way. We're going to get you guys back. And did we manage to hold on to this objective? Yeah, and we are squeezing some value out, so that is nice. All right, you guys stay over here. Let's keep kiting back that way. And my character is getting away from Turin. Tyrion's very quick, though. He's very, very quick. So we're going to see if we can weasel away from him. Not going to be an easy one. All right, Krodron is an anti-large fighter. I really, really need something that can go character killing. And I think over here we just win this. Oh my god, he let my character live. Holy shit, that's nice. We might need to play for a triple cap too, guys. It might be the case. So Fireborn are coming back out. Let's get you guys in and get you guys in here. And the Fireborn are coming on the map. Do I have anything I can call in that would actually fight them effectively? Not really. We're going to get some goats here, pull you guys in, and keep kiting this way. And I think we are winning that fight out there. Chaos Warriors will threaten that point eventually, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Do I ever play Skaven? Yeah, Skaven are fun. We're going to send in the Beast of NURGLE as a sacrifice. Pull the throwing axes here. And then the Plague Ogres will probably need a couple of you guys to be sacrificed there. Yeah, just to give a little bit of buffering, and great. Okay, so maybe we can drag down the Fireborn now. We're going to come out this way. You guys chasing there, you guys chasing there. And the characters around, we're definitely going to have to make a play for that low ground here. So what we're going to do is just probably save up for like 2 Furies and try and wrestle that one. We're in a heavy losing position right now, but I mean, we're about to get a big value win out here in open field, but the problem is then we need to go get his other objective back, right? Which is not easy. Okay, so we're going to do that. And yeah, we can do another goat here. He's going to see it coming, obviously, and go for that. My lord is getting hunted. Yeah, I do feel like ever since the DLC, it's been a much harder matchup than it used to be. Granted, I think it's winnable. I just didn't play super well. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do that. And what can we possibly do? I do have the characters. You know, the map actually kind of hurt me a little bit. I had trouble maneuvering. I felt like I did get outmaneuvered. All right, so we're going to get on the Dragon Princes. We're going to slow him down. And Silac One Eye is going over there, so we're going to do this. And Fury as well. I mean, pretty much all hands on deck, and we just have to try and run past that big Merwookie beast. All right, so you guys are chasing. Here we do manage to get the Furies ripping and tearing, although still kind of a dodgy one, so we're going to get you guys over there. Beast of NURGLE still on the chase right now, and I mean, is there any way we could win that fight in the middle? Thankfully, the Merworm is a pretty terrible fighter, but yeah, it's good at holding against like anti-large characters, obviously, but everything else I think we can do well against. All right, are we holding on to this position here? It's dodgy as hell. The goats are fighting for it, but we're falling pretty far behind on points right now. I know, not enough goats. Well, the goats kind of got bullied by rangers a little bit, I'm not going to lie. And my characters got bullied by Silac One Eye. He got me pretty good with that. All right, let's keep running. We got the Furies in the mix. We're going to get some Poison Hounds to come in the alley and chew up on some of the archers if we can. And just a Hail Mary, basically, to see if we can do anything here. The Plague Ogres, how are they looking? They're all right. And I think we're going to lose this one, too. Well played, dude. He played really well. No excuses. He just played like a champ. He played better than me. He chose better engagements. I needed probably to just not engage him and just play Gremlin on the objectives a little bit more, but like the problem was my mobility. My throwing axes were constantly like just not able to get lined up because of the city. So I think I also kind of counterpicked myself in the city a little bit, which is pretty troll. Are we going to win this fight even? I don't think so. I mean, the Ogres are doing all right. They're boinking down a lot of the big stuff. Fireborn and company's still alive, and he does get this objective. Great game, dude. No excuses. Yeah, he played really well. The Beast of Nurgle, my school of thought with that was to have him, let me go ahead and say GG to my opponent, GG dog, well played, was to have the Beast of Nurgle fighting on the blob there, but, you know, with Tyrion and Caradron, I couldn't really fight there with the Merwookie. Yeah, the build I don't think was horrible. I think it was fine. We just needed to play smarter. I mean, our Angels still got 2,000 value, which is pretty good. Ogres did fine. But overall, we just didn't play the map well. He played the map better. You did. He said you finally got the W. Yeah, he's been looking for revenge against me for a while. The thing is, he took the middle of the city, and I couldn't frickin'. I had to move around his brick. He played the map super well, because I couldn't get past that like center point of the city. You know, it was I had to keep going around, and he was able to, by controlling the middle of the map, he was able to reinforce like so much better. All right. And cool. So we only have 2 games left, and we'll be getting in another one. Report, please. And we should be getting into another round here very, very soon. Yeah, I feel like that was a big mistake, though. I should have picked like a more open map. He played it well, though, by picking like a monster build, knowing he could sit on that middle choke point, you know? Just super evil. I know, and we couldn't kill his SE too. That was another big losing point, is that we tried to fight the Merworm and we couldn't kill it. You know, we piled 3 characters in on it, hoping we could just like break its leadership, but it did not work out well. You know, it didn't work out well. I'm trying to think about how else we could play this. Like a wide like armor check build. I think we probably would have gotten bullied off the point. Granted, the Merworm isn't super good at clearing out infantry, but he brought an unorthodox build too. Most high elf players bring sea elementals instead. Yeah. Remember when Nurgle had... Yeah, oh man. Game 3's launch was so haggard. When we first got into Game 3, holy shit, it was rough, guys. Remember the frickin' Dark Ages? Alright, waiting on Space Pope and Clipsy. Hey man, okay. So he's got a drop, and we're gonna do this, and drop. Kugath would have been too slow, probably. He probably would have gotten picked up by archers, you know. All right, guys, we're advancing into the next round. Thank you all for joining. Really smooth, efficient first round there. The dude, he kaiju fought me, dude. Yeah, I was the kaijus in Pacific Rim. All right, Maximilian apparently lost too, so we're gonna go open up 0-2 here, boys. Goblins, round 2. Good luck, have fun. He's not playing vampire counts if he lost. Yeah. Okay, so let's do that. We're gonna get Maximilian. Bellicor spam, yes. Bellicor would have won us that game for sure. Speaking of, I kind of want to play some Warriors of Chaos soon. We're up. Play a little bit of Chaos Undivided, you know? See what's going on with them these days. Nurgle, you. Here we go. Ah, he's Empire, nice. Okay, so we got Empire versus Nurgle, Maximilian on the Sons of Sigmar, and he is banning first. You ban first. Yeah, Kugath would be... That map is huge. Kugath would have been really slow, guys. He would have been, like, rolling on that toilet seat and really, really struggling to find a home. Really struggling to find a home. By the way, tonight what we're going to do is we're going to look at some vanilla campaigns, and I'm thinking about doing a live stream one, too. We can stream a campaign in the next few days. What do you guys think are the most fun vanilla campaigns, but also most challenging as well? The city map is not new, Miguel, no, but it's not played super often. It often gets banned. But yeah. Are we Furunkelin? Not yet. We haven't like lost enough games to dig us into the pits of Furunkel. No. Not yet. No, Warriors of Chaos are a strong faction. Oh, you're talking about the campaign. Yeah. It'd be fun to do Festus. No, Nurgle is totally a fine faction these days. They're doing good. I mean, I just got outplayed, man. He just, there's no, like, faction weakness there. I mean, High Elves, I think, are favored against Nurgle. Maybe, like, 60-40, 55-45, but that's not that bad. You know, you can still win it. Kairos, Fun and Changeling, Kislev. Kislev does sound like it could be fun. I love the Marcus Wolfhard campaign, but we've already done, like, Marienburg and Araby, like, 2 human factions, so I'm thinking of doing something a little bit more evil or just monstrous in nature. Yeah. Okay, waiting on Max to do his thing. So he's going to ban Rift to the World's Edge, and he wants to play on the, let's play, Isle Colony. Look, have fun. Okay. So here we are versus Max. We're going to be playing Eastern Isle Colony, which is a classic map. Everybody loves it. And let's get our blocker up and see if Max has done his homework. You know, has he done his homework? Find out today, guys. All right, so yes, good, Anakin, good. Good. All right, so just doing a big scheme on the build right now. Looks fine, and we're gonna grab 2 of you guys. Skaven seem like they're pretty easy in my experience of playing them in campaign. They don't seem terribly difficult. I wonder what Max is gonna bring here. Yeah, on Eastern Isle Colonies, is he gonna go for like a blob fighting build, or you know, try something a little bit funkier? I guess we will find out. Tretch Craventail. Tretch could be fun. I'm down for some Tretch. I feel like a Tretch campaign is pretty unique, right? Okay. What is he going to bring in terms of the characters? Just fine-tuning, guys. Let's do this and this. All right. So then we got 675 there, looking good. Yeah. I dig it, man. I dig it. So Empire Heavy Cav, pretty menacing in this matchup, of course. I think we have enough in that way. Can probably cut you guys and get some... I'm changing up my build from my usual build because he probably knows it. So I have to mix it up a little bit. Otherwise, he's going to be a little bit too comfortable here, I think. He's going to have double White Kings. Oh, God, no. Please. Please, no double White Kings. Tretch has a cool start area, but no real special mechanics. Yeah, well, he has that retreating mechanic where when you retreat from somebody, you like get a bonus, right? Or when you break alliances, you also get a bonus, which is kind of like, I think, a fun thing. Like his whole thing is being like an unreliable gremlin, which I think is pretty hilarious. All right, yes. Yes. Just got out of work. Time for pizza and eternity. Yeah, welcome. Tonight is a suffering stream. We're going to be losing a ton of games probably. I just can like feel it in my bones right now. It's in the words of the great Limp Bizkit, it's just one of those days. All right. What else do we want here? I often wonder in this matchup, like how you could potentially catch an Empire player off guard. You know, what could you do to trick them and get the big schemes going? Techless looks fun. Yeah, Techless is very similar to the... we did play a campaign not long ago. It was, who the hell was it? It was the... Which one was it? There's Techless, and who's the other guy that has like an insanely magic-based campaign? Yeah, no, we played a Techless campaign not long ago. On the new High Elf update. We did do one. Yeah. So there is that. Okay, anyway, I can save a little bit of money here. We got the spells. We got the goodness. Go a little bit cheaper there. Yeah, it doesn't really save too much. All right, back on that you go. And then I feel like Techless gets like really busted magic stuff, right? So he kind of just is fine. You know, he gets it going. Could run into great swords, but not too concerned about great swords myself. So we're gonna get you there. All right, and then we can get a Pestigore to reinforce. So a bit of a change up on my usual style in this matchup, but I don't know. Should work out. Because Max has probably seen me play my meta build a million times, so I got to switch it up. If you didn't know it was coming, I would feel confident, but yeah. Rakarth has a fun campaign. Yeah, Rakarth could be fun. The Beastmaster one of my favorite channels. Which one, Nomi? What is one of your favorite series? The Chaos campaign that was Belagar. I might be down for another Dwarf campaign. Is Thorgrim fun? Is he kind of outdated, or did he get updated with some of the other mechanics and he's kind of chilling? The Belagar campaign, when I got everything wiped, that was so haggard. Oh my god. Or we could do a head-to-head campaign too. I could see if I could get the Dirty Dog Pwn to be down for some head-to-head, which is always fun. All right, I will pull the army blocker in just a second. Let me get everything all squared away here. So we got you and you. These guys can Vanguard up a little bit. Okay, we're going to get you there. Great. And then we will get you guys here, you guys right here. 2. And yes. And yes. So you guys can roll with this unit. Let's put you in 4, 2. Don't worry, I'll have the blocker gone in a second, guys. Okay, so what can we do with you, Sneaky Gits? Yeah, you guys move up and do a little bit of grabbing there. A little bit of smash and grab. An 8-player campaign. Holy shit, that would be hardcore. All right, let me get the blocker down, guys. I know it's there. I know. 4 and 5. Okay. Started a Thorgrim campaign with 20 turn crisis and farm Thorgrim's unique missions to build. Oh, okay, it's kind of fun. Multiplayer campaign. We could do like an edited head-to-head campaign, so it's not like a live stream. I could record it off stream and we could like edit it so it skips out like on a lot of the bullshit fights. So if there's long fights like that, totally could be an option. Okay, let's do it. Good luck to Max. Let's see what he's got. Should be ready by now. Looks like it's going to be Karl Franz. We're going to get you here, and a couple of you homies are going to go try and grab that objective. It's ambitious, but... So, what does he have? Pistoliers, Karl Franz on Deathclaw, pretty normal stuff. And aside from that, he's got a Witch Hunter and some greatswords. Okay, cool beans. So, yep, looks pretty neat. We're going to take the Pestigors all the way to Pound Town here. And for the call-in, he does have some shooting, but honestly, those Plague Toads might not be bad. They might not be terrible. All right, so we're going to try and mitigate this capture for as long as possible. That is going to be the idea, and we're going to save up for a couple more units here. So we're trying to get this. It's not going to happen, but it is delaying the time at which he captures, which is what we want, because we want our reinforcements to get there. You know, that is the idea. So we're just kind of holding, seeing what Home Dog is going to do. This point's going to be ours, and we need to get some of those sweet breath attacks there too. All right, so we're going to get 2 of you guys, 1 and 2. So you guys are coming. Let's put you in group 6, and the goats are here. So goat 1, goat 2, and the poison hounds are going to lurk back. And in the meantime, we get ready for the fleshy abundances. All right, so we're going to get up on this point. To beat the Empire with the forces of NURGLE, it's very important to get a triple cap. So getting a triple cap on them is massive. It sets them back pretty in a pretty major way. All right, so we got you guys ready. So let's get you in here. Let's get the cultists in there, charging a little bit. And great. All right, so my Lord getting Spirit Leech, which we don't mind. The Hounds are here, so let's pull you guys back. Get you guys here, A couple of horsemen there as well, and we're going to attack the Blazing Chad Knights. So we're going to do this, and we're going to just put a little Miasma Pestilence on them as well. And great. All right, so we could countercharge them a little bit, see what happens. And over here on this point, how are we looking? The cultists are getting in the mix. Let's get you guys right here, fight there, and fight there. Okay, so that is going our way. You Chosen can screen here. And then we want to get a little stream of corruption on the Pistoliers right there while the Hounds continue fighting. And we do get the triple cap. Huge, huge. All right, so we're going to get you in group 6. You guys are going to keep throwing. Let's get these warriors to fight right there. And just keep it up. All right, if we can keep this back pressure on, it's going to be pretty freaking massive. Although the problem is we've never gotten this point. It's really bad, actually. So we should have an NURGLing over there to help us get that point. But we have his home point. You know, it's going. And these are shielded Chosen, by the way. So they're going to be very, very tough to deal with. Let's get the horsemen to attack Karl Franz here. Run away with you a little bit. And, yeah, do the best we can. Are we starting to win this point a little bit? It's a little sketchy. We can get a Plague Bearer right there. Over there, Franz is eating a lot of throwing axes. And we can charge on you guys and get the Hounds to go over there, too. Now, in the meantime... any opportunities, we're just going to do a Miasma Pestilence to trigger the lore passive there, try and help out, and we do manage to catch both of his Pistoliers slipping, which is great. So we need to get more NURGLings, just more capture weight over here, guys, and hope for the frickin' best. All right, so the Horseman, we do get a big engagement. He's starting to reclaim this point, though, which is not good for us. Let's get the Pestigors coming back and over. Let's get you guys back, get those throwing weapons going, and those Chosen are going to take like 5,000 years to drag down, but yeah... I'm actually not in great shape. The fact that I didn't get that point is a big, big problem. All right, so we're kiting these guys with the throwing axes. Granted, we have a lot more time to fight, so it's not like it's over or anything. It's just, it's going to be much harder than I would like. All right, so let's get you guys, get the throwing weapons going right there. Chosen's still doing it, and hopefully that cultist will come back. Yeah, we can attack you with some of the poison. Get the goats to go here, and we're going to go ahead and slow them down a little bit. And just drag down those Blazing Sun Knights. And then we're going to bring the Sorcerer over here. I'm really surprised we didn't win that one, by the way. Like, I'm very, very surprised. All right, so the Blazing Sun Chads are going. This guy might be able to rally. We're going to see. Let's get some more throwing weapons right there, and we're going to get some Forsaken coming up to the point. And, all right, so now we come across, and we're going to get some big old stream of corruptions right down the pipe on you guys. And that objective is coming into our favor. Slowly, but frickin' surely. Slowly, but surely. All right, so the great weapons are there. Characters lurking, and we need to get them up on the point to help out a little bit. Those guys can do a Miasma Pestilence, get that, and that point should be going into our clutches now. Let's charge you guys in. And yeah, those shielded Chosen, man, they're not doing terribly. All right, let's charge into the Empire character here. And the goats, we can call the goats back in or just unsummon them, which is probably a better call here. All right, so we do get both of his Pistoliers. This side is going to be flipping to us. He keeps targeting the character, which is actually a huge win for us, I think. We're going to get you guys around the back, just keep you on the objective, and we do manage to rout off a handful of those units. Let's get you guys right there. And that cultist is also going to come back, which is great. So we are going to get the cultist. Let's get some battle toads coming over here now to help out, and just save the streams of corruption for the greatswords, basically. Yeah, we're going to get you here, get a full surround on those greatswords, drag him through the old mud. All right, Poison Hound is here. One cultist has returned, so we're going to get that Palpatine cultist coming back. And now we just kind of try and hold here and see what we can do. He's going after my character. Yeah, it's smart. We'll pull the throwing axes over there, and we're going to go ahead and do a little curse on those guys. It's haggard, but it is what it is. As long as my character survives, yeah, we're okay. All right, so Franz is coming. We're going to go ahead and get him with a bunch of throwing axes so we can slow down the big dog. So he's slowed, and now we run this way. Battletoads are coming. Forsaken can go ahead and get back a little bit. We get a big brick of units there. Franz getting smashed up pretty good, and this is where the toads will feast, right? Yeah, look at this. We're farming Franz for so much damage right now. All right, let's get on the great swords. Let's get on the great swords here with everybody. You guys pile back. We can take off the control group, and Franz just lost like a ton of his HP, which, again, I'm doing like a big healing build here. So let's get these guys. You guys can get back in there and help out. Anything we want to call in, Pestigors. Yeah, we can like press this side a little bit too to make him nervous. And those great swords are going to have a pretty terrible time. I think his unit composition is starting to falter a little bit. We're going to go ahead and trigger the NURGLE lore passive again. Get some Battletoads on those Blazing Suns. Get the great weapons to come out here and intercept them as well. And yeah, Franz is low. We have the Plague Bearer summon over there, which is quite excellent. You guys can attack those Blazing Sun Knights with the Rot Beast, and the Toads are going to be able to intercept them. And yeah, I might lose my NURGLE Lord eventually, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. We got to save all our Winds of Magic now for the... yeah, he's coming for me here. Let's get the throwing weapons to get on him there. You guys go over there and intercept these guys. We're going to hit Franz with everything right now, and you can just do a hex on them. Yeah, Franz is going to eat a lot of volley fire, and let's get some of the Forsaken coming across. Franz got to be careful. Yeah, we're going to nail him right there. Meanwhile, some of these guys, let's get some more goats coming across. And the goats are just going to get all hands on deck on his back objective, you know? We're going to see if we can do it. All right, so my character survives. He's pouring in with more and more dudes for the dude god here. I think the Battletoads are doing very nicely. I probably need to reinforce this point. I've been really greedy about back pushing him. We'll see if it ends up coming back to bite me in the butt. Let's go ahead and save ammo and use the last of it to try and drag down your boy Franz. We're going to slow you guys down a little bit, try and blunt their charge, and then you guys can come over here. And are we going to be able to get his point? I don't know. It's tricky. Maybe. Maybe we will. So we could ride the Horseman over there. The Forsaken and company are fighting tooth and nail. I could do a Curse of the Leper here. Probably another Stream of Corruption is going to be my best bet. So we're going to do another one right down the pipe on those guys. We're going to pull you guys around here. And we got the 2 goats going to his back objective now with a bunch of horsemen. So that's going to be nice. Now what we can do is start pushing this objective again. Just kind of like tug-of-war type situation, you know? All right, so let's get you guys up. Go run some interference. Go run some interference. You guys get there. And are we going to have a good time here? I don't know. Let's get the Rot Beasts. They're going, and that objective should be flipping to us right now. Although I don't know how long we can hold it for. We're going to find out. Okay, so Nurgling's Forsaken. I mean, he's got a lot of stuff over here. Let's get this cultist back in the mix. And we're going to get another goat coming in. So the goats are on the way to fight the Pestigors, and that objective does flip to us. Great. Exactly what we want. So we got the double cap, we're maintaining it, and obviously we're down in value, but in reality we're actually not down by that much. All right, so the goats are coming. Yeah, we got a lot of goats on parade here. 1 goat arrives on the objective. It's got to boink down those knights, and we can go ahead and throw out Karl Franz here. Do we have another goat coming? We do not. So we're going to need to send somebody to go deal with this shit. So we're going to go have you charge there, put you in control group 7. And here, yeah, we're fighting a Witch Hunter. The Witch Hunter's not a terrible fighter. So we're going to have to see. So is that unit going to go back and deal with that threat or not? Yeah, you guys get on the Free Company Militia. You guys come back this way. Let's get a little Poison Hound action to come clear this guy off to make sure we don't lose that, which would be really funny, by the way. Let's get here and get here as well. Okay, so we got goats fighting on the points. The Poison Hound should get there and deal with those spearmen. Let's go hunt these Pistoliers. His army quality is not amazing. We got the Witch Hunter surrounded. The Great Swords are going to have a pretty horrific fight versus these guys here. And I think we save up for a Forsaken unit. So let's get you here, get you on this point here. Managing to hold on to the double cap pretty damn well. Those Marauder Horsemen chatting it, and the Hound's dealing with that threat back there. Let's throw on Karl Franz. The Witch Hunter is probably going to get taken down, but we need to move up, and we can go ahead and slow you guys down a little bit. I think that will blunt their efficiency ever so slightly. All right, Plague Toads are coming. Hounds have done their job here, and on this side, are we holding on? The Horsemen probably going to need to come back right now. Yeah, because that's just a loss. So you come back here. Let's get the horseman to, we can put him back in group 6. And what's left of the horseman we can bring here. All right, so now we need to resurge here and have a good fight. The cultist is going to fight the amethyst wizard. You're going to fight the witch hunter. And we want to get a big stream of corruption right down the old pipe on those great swords right there. All right, let's go, team. Let's get that objective. And we've fallen back a little bit. Franz is very, very low, by the way. Very, very low. Looks like the witch hunter is going to be losing that fight. So we can put a miasma pestilence on him, too, to really make sure we win that. And then you guys come up. Get into the battle toad coming, and we got to make sure he doesn't counter push my home objective. So we're going to get like everybody back that way. Witch hunter's down for the count, and we are about to get this one. We're very, very close to getting it right now. All right, so you guys go over here, you guys go over here, attack the pistoliers, and we're going to need to vanguard out some capture pressure here for sure. Probably send the plague toads over there as well. I'm pretty sure he just gets steamrolled off this objective, so it doesn't matter too much. And great. So do we want to dive on these guys? Yes, why not? Those are going to be Royal Altorf fights, which Pestigors will trade incredibly effectively into, so I'm not too concerned about it. And let's get the Battletoads over there as well. We're going to need to debuff these guys when they get in combat, so let's wait and save for that. Goats can go fight there, and then we pile in and fight the Griffites with everything. We're going to have Curse of the Leper, so we can do it on you guys. And just let the healing passive go, and that is going to go to us. Good. So this is kind of becoming a nice little late game scrap here. Those guys do get bullied back. The demis are fleeing. We could slow them down, but I don't think that's super necessary. What is super necessary, however, is reinforcing our back point here. So we need to get some goats over there, reinforce that, and hope for the best there. All right, so that is a pretty big hold for us. So we're going to keep you guys like so, finish off the greatswords. I'm going to take the sorcerer over here. You guys go here. And now let's get some Nurglings to come from, or just Marauders are probably fine, honestly. So the Marauders right there. You guys get over here. And do we have anything fast coming to reinforce? I don't think so. Let's get on you guys, pile in and fight, and I should have enough for another Miasma Pestilence. Yeah, should be pretty good. And we have a cultist there fighting, you know, a couple good assets as well. Let's pull you guys back in, go over here. Yes, yes, and you need to go here and hold that objective. You guys keep fighting the blob fight, which I don't know if we're going to win that, actually. Jeez Louise, that's a lot of stuff right there, guys. It is a lot of stuff. Right, Franz is coming. We're going to go ahead and slow him down a little bit. Yeah, make him pump his brakes ever so slightly. You guys get on the point. You guys get on the point here. You guys go there. We've slowed him down. I think we're winning this fight. I don't know. It's really, really difficult to tell, man. It's really, really difficult. Poison Hounds. Yeah, whatever. Poison Hounds, we just need capture weight up on the objective, so we're going to do that a little bit. And unfortunately, I think we're going to get up on it quick enough. This is a really, really contested game. I'm hoping that our Great Weapon and Toad Blob is going to be able to win that fight. We don't win on just one, I don't think. So we're going to get you guys in. Yeah, get in on the point. Great, so that's huge. You guys come back here, and the Poison Hounds, that objective's lost. So we just got to go back in Helm's Deep now, basically. That's all it's going to be. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do a little debuffing right there. Keep you guys in the pits, and Pistolier's going to come this way. And now we can get some Forsaken coming out too. Oh, wrong click. It's fine. Could be worse. And in you go. Poison Hounds chew on these guys, and we do stabilize our back point. Franz is going to get us finally, or not Franz, but his Deathcaster. Fran's actually very low, but yeah, my Harry Potter's going to go in the pits right now. We'll buy him as much time as we possibly can. The cultist's still fighting here, and we have some reinforcements which we can pile in on that point. So let's get all these guys going right here. Thankfully, my character's still alive for now, which is quite huge, and we can send the Marauders in to fight you. We do win on just 1 point, so he's going to have to come to my back objective, which I don't know if I'm even going to be able to hold it, to be honest with you guys. I have no idea. All right, let's get you in the trees here. We have you Great Weapons lurking right there. A couple Pistoliers are coming. And let's go ahead and slow down the Griffites, just like, you know, buy a little bit of time here. All right, so there you go. And what can we possibly call out that can fight well here, man? It feels like a pretty sketchy situation. All right, Horsemen unsummon. Forsaken are coming. The Pistoliers are losing ground on this point, and we actually have a little bit of fighting momentum here. We might be able to reclaim that side objective with some, like, Gremlin play, guys. It's certainly possible. Let's get the Great Weapons right here. Marauders are fighting valiantly, and, I mean, a Cultist is cute, but there goes my character, by the way. Yeah, there goes my character, and we can do a little something, like press both points. Yeah, gotta spread the love with old NURGLE, you know? Gotta spread the love. All right, here comes the Griffites, but I do have Great Weapons saturated in there, so I'm hoping that's gonna be enough. Let's get you guys in the back of the Pistoliers right now, and on this side, will the Great Weapons be able to overwhelm that side? I don't know. All right, so throwing axes are here. Let's go ahead and get them on the Griffites. Poison Hounds trying their best. We're going to need some Nurglings here, or maybe Forsaken will be better. I think we just need capture weight. We don't have time to mess around here. So the Griffites do get peeled off. We're going to go ahead and throw at Fran, see if we can get a pick on him. Move you guys up. The Greatswords, unfortunately, have one over there. So now we need to probably just go all in on this objective here. He's got so many Pistoliers, though. Jeez Louise. All right, so at Fran's, you guys charge right there. And we do have some Nurglings coming here, but it's a mistake. They should have gone over there. So that could have been, in a very close contested game, that could have been a game-losing play for sure. Fran's is rallying. Ooh, it's getting tough. The Pistoliers are rough riding it, dude. They're fighting hard. Do we have anything that can maybe get that point? I don't think so. What a close game, by the way. What a freaking close match. It usually is with Empire Nurgle. It usually is. I think my vanilla build, honestly, would have worked better. It's a shame. I always do that to myself where I'm like, you know, we should have mixed it up because they're going to know my build, but then we end up regretting it. All right, do we take some mobility over there? We have some Nurglings versus Blazing Suns. A pretty horrific fight, mind you. We're going to go ahead and kite you guys back, slow you guys down a little bit. Yes, yes, slow you down, pass it around. You guys come in here. Fran's being at like 1% is very unfortunate, by the way. So let's get on these guys, let's get on them, and the Cav can be in control group 2. Going to keep going after you guys. I don't know if there's any way we could get this back. I mean, the Cultists here will be helpful versus these guys. The Throwing Axes are maneuvering. We have a couple units coming back in here, and let's keep chasing these Blazing Suns. You never know, you never know. Stranger things have happened, but yeah, I think the Cultist is not going to be enough here. Oh, Anakin, I'm too weak. Let's get some throwing weapons here. You know, guys, on the bright side for all of you guys, as viewers, if I lose this game, the odds of seeing Furuncle go up like super, super high. You know, the odds really, really go up. All right, so the Throwing Axes, going to keep nibbling here. Throwing where they can. You guys try and intercept those guys. We got 3 Throwing Axes on the board. A hell of a lot of Pistoliers. I mean, his army's pretty raggedy right now. I think, do we have any goats to call in? We don't. Sadly, no goats. All right, let's get some Battletoads moving up. I don't know how I feel about the Battletoads. Why are you in melee? Oh my god. Let's get you guys across. Nurglings losing to Greatswords. No surprises there. We do a little bit of damage against the big dogs, but not enough. Let's get you guys in. Get the great weapons in on these Royal Turf Griffites. And the Griffites honestly did pretty well. I'm surprised. I didn't think they'd be as effective, but I guess, is that Pestigores? That's my Pestigores. I was like, that's not the right unit. All right, so we fight here, get the throwing weapons there. You guys come over here. Yeah, Uncle stocks are on the rise. Yes, invest in for Uncle stock. GG, well played. Honestly, top tier player, really good game. Kind of been the story of tonight, losing a bunch of close games. GG, dog, well played. So we should have just stuck to our guns. Our original build probably would have won. It's basically just more stuff, more objective capture. It plays into that stronger. The Cultist felt incredibly lackluster. I always thought they'd be tough to remove, but like I guess they're not, you know. Spirit Leech did really good though. Great Swords, average performance. Yeah, pretty decent. But yeah, basically the Chosen was a waste. The original build is just like this. Nurgle versus, where the hell is this? Yeah, it's just wider with more stuff, you know. That's what you need to do. We just blundered. We changed up our build. It was stupid. But, you know, you live and you learn. It's a great way to learn, guys. Learn from your mistakes. Uncle for Uncle time. No, we do. Okay, here's the thing, guys. We need to win a game first. When we win a game and get our ego like satisfied that we still got it a little bit, then we go and we do the dreaded for Uncle builds. But only then. Torsen has got to buy rounds. Let me do this. All right, so we're going to get a big dog Torsen here. Yeah, that was an epic Franz game for sure. Franz is actually decent against demons because of the fact that he does magic damage. So against some of the Nurgle demon stuff, he can be useful, unironically, like better than Boris. All goat build? Yes, all goats. All right, let's refresh this. Looking good. And so it begins. Yes, let's refresh here, see what's going. The ego must rise, I know. And we're just waiting on Alexander and Turtles. Alexander Nuts, let me know when done. All right. Just win a game with Furuncle then. Oh, it depends on the matchup. Maybe do we go back to our boy Festus, dude? The ultimate Chungus Festus. Would Festus have been okay there? He usually gets sniped. I have like a nightmare of playing Festus against Outer Region once, and he just like shot it with a Luminarch twice, and I just lost the game. I have like a vivid memory of that, you know? I don't know if we want that smoke again. I don't know if we want it. Can Festus work against Empire? Yeah, the Fart Giant is actually good in a couple matchups. Not great, but I could use the Fart Giant. I would be more likely to use him than other options. Okay, let's refresh this. Alexander's still going, and he's playing against Turtles Army. Let me know when done. Time to win our next 3 games. Not that we'll make top 4, guys, but we got to send a message. Oh, Tamercon. Don't know how much of a big dog I am with low. Oh, Torsen, don't stress it, dude. Everyone takes losses, you know? Like, I'm probably going to go like 2 and 3 tonight. And, you know, I won a tournament a week ago and then won another one the week before that. It's just, it ebbs and flows, man. Ebbs and flows. You have bad nights, you have good nights. A lot of it comes down to the faction you're playing, but, you know, and how practiced you are. But, yeah, the Fart Giant, where did I use him? I used him against Norska a couple times. He actually didn't do badly there. God, I would love to use the Toad Dragon, though. I would. Give me the Toad Dragon, precious. Well, we have a moment now to look at campaigns, actually.
Sigma's will.
Now, just like an eyeball question for you guys in chat, for both of you guys on YouTube and Twitch. Do you guys prefer modded campaigns right now or traditional campaigns? Just let me know. Like, I've gotten some feedback that people want to see some more regular campaigns, which I understand, but I just was kind of curious what you guys thought. What about like just a Festus campaign, dog, you know? Never played Bellicor. You like modded, Tamer Chad cannot be stopped, I know, it's true. Except by like half the shit in the game he could be stopped.
God of mountains.
Right now modded, yeah, it sounds like traditional, not a huge fan of mods in general, got it. It sounds, okay, back and forth. Oh, Kolek. Modded, more flavor. Okay, we got a little bit of both. I like both. Perfect. Kolek would be fun, but I feel like the Warriors of Chaos campaigns are kind of dated, you know? Hey, thank you for the 20, for the lady. Yes, indeed. Malekith the Witch King. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I mean, look how Chad he is. Aren't the Dark Elves kind of outdated campaign-wise, though? I mean, I would be super down for a Malekith campaign, actually. Yeah, just like securing the north up there. Malekith's campaign is very vanilla. Okay, it's a shame, because Darth Vader is always cool, you know? All right, are they done? Alexander Bignuts, dude. They're having a duel of fates over there. Man, oh man. You would mind more traditional. Okay, we can do both then. Since I have Araby going right now, maybe I'll do a traditional campaign as well. Kolek is a Monster Mash favorite of mine. The mechanics are basic though, yeah. Yeah, Mac, I know. I can't decide, man. Skulltaker's... Yeah, Skulltaker seems like it'll be too much auto-resolve though. I like campaigns where you're actually a little bit challenged. Like, Araby's campaign was actually not easy out of the gates. Like, Bretonia, Tomb Kings, you have a lot of enemies. Yes. Okay, well, Anna has spoken. Kolek it is. I second the pony campaign. Some of the early thumbnails on this channel were drawn by my lovely wife, and she drew some really good Kolek ones back in the day. Those are magical. What's up, Pone Dog? Speaking of Vader, just watched 2 episodes of the new Darth Maul show. Yeah, is it good? Hell yeah, dude. Is it live action or is it animated? I'm new to the game, so traditional would be nice. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I'll do a regular one. Oh god, dude, we're just like in the NURGLE suffering pits tonight. Oh, some Doomslayer Boris Ursus. Oh yeah, Boris is a hard campaign, isn't it?
Summon the Elector Council.
In Boris, you start like in the freaking hellscape of the north.
Of the Great Bear.
I remember, yeah. Settlements and Chaos Waste Devotion. Dude, look how Chad he is. Look how thick Boris is, dude. Warbear Riders. You get bonuses against Chaos Forces. You start with 2 Warbears, which is pretty sick. I mean, that's probably what carries you, like fighting the fights early on. And oh man, double Zargard.
Worship.
He has a really good starting army. Although Mother Ostankia's is pretty sweet too. I'm sure Anna would prefer that. Boris is suffering? Okay.
Boris Urso.
We'll load in and look. He starts near Archaon. That's kind of fun. What's his win condition? And another thing I wanted to ask you guys, since we have a lot of campaign pros here, is Immortal Empires just always more fun to watch, or would it be cool to do like a Realm of Chaos, Boris campaign or something, right? Like
Kislev's greatest Tsar.
His win con is the Punch Chaos. Okay. Meridian and Albion. She starts in Northern Waste. It's pretty bonkers. Okay. Yeah, because I haven't played one of these in a long time.
Fist of the Great Bear.
Realms of Chaos is so cursed. Yeah, I figured as much. Has it kind of been abandoned? I'm so glad they abandoned it. Okay, yeah, so it's just kind of in the dregs. Immortal's just going to be better perpetually. Got it. Got it. Okay, homies are going to be reporting now. I remember playing Realms of Chaos when it came out and getting all the goodies, you know? Like going into the Realm of Slanesh and just getting like some of the most broken shit ever. Yeah. All right, guys, time to go 0-3. Let's do it. Still got it. Okay, so we're going to advance this right now. And here we go. Gotta shake off the rust, man. Gotta do it. T3. Be funny if I get a buy round, that's just like the most suffering possible. You know, like you're 0-2 and you get a buy round. Oh, what? Why is Daniken 0-2? What the hell is this shit? Daniken, what's wrong with you? Oh my god. Guys, we're playing Daniken. I went 0-2. I'm like, okay, we're gonna have some easy chill games now. Round 3. Good luck, have fun. But yeah, you know, all good. We're 0-2. We lost a couple games, but again, against top tier players. But now we're gonna get a player who's struggling as well. And no, it's like, here's just a world champion, you know. We're up. Thanks for the years. Hey man, I appreciate that, Possum King. I feel like the OG Kislev campaign got power crept. There's no politics. Yeah, help it just stomps the orthodoxy. I'll have to see. No, Daniken only lost one game, so I actually got paired up, which is unfortunate. But, you know, NURGLE, when I do play well, is one of my better factions, so we'll see what we can get done. Hopefully he's not on Dark Elves or something. That would be really bad. I have been wrecked by his shit so hard with... oh, man. Tonight is a cursed stream, it is. I get Daniken every stream, I do. I either get him or... No 0-5. All right, 2-3 is our new goal, all right? Let's chill out on that. Did I break a mirror? I know. I feel like I may have. Some bad luck is following me tonight. All right, so Daniken's going to be banning. Let's see what he's on. So he's going to ban Ragnarok Lair. What are you playing? I think he's on Khorne, by the way. So we will play... Okay, let's play Cave. Good luck. So we're going to play Cave. And yeah, good luck, have fun. Let's see what he's got. So... I'm not going to deviate from my strategy this time. I'm going to do what I usually do against Khorne. And NURGLE versus Khorne. I've won this matchup a handful of times, but again, we're playing a Dark Lord here. Yeah, so this is going to be pretty evil, I would say. Because he's got such sweaty micro, it's pretty insane. Cave is here. Yeah, I have a chance now. If he was on Dark Elves, it's just game over. But the fact that he's on these guys gives me a fighting chance for sure. Yeah, Daniken probably threw a game on purpose just so he could find me. It has to be what it is. The army abilities do spread now. They do. Yeah, they do spread. Correct. It's Khorne favored, but we can win it. It's Khorne favored, but, you know, I feel confident enough in this matchup. My build is very antiquated. I don't know if it's going to hold up to the test of times here, but we'll find out. We will find out. One thing this army's missing, yeah. How many army funds are available? 9,000 and 9,000. So you have 9,000 on each cache, basically. This guy, what do we got? Yeah, Curse, that's not bad. I mean, there's no way that's going to work on him. Yeah. I feel like that's okay. How does Wookiee look more gremlin in each picture I see of him? He was an ultimate gremlin. Yeah, he was. He was my wife's loyal minion. I was just a tossed aside piece of garbage to Wookiee. All right, so that looks fine. Is there anything else I'm missing here? Thank you, King. I always wondered that. Yeah, you're welcome. Blood for the Blood God. Yeah, I mean, hopefully not too much. Hopefully not too much. He can chill out on the Blood for the Blood God a tiny bit, and that would be greatly appreciated. Those guys are pretty good. I think we can maybe find a way to mix in one more of these. Yes and yes. Let's get one more Horseman. So Daniken is like somebody who's going to want to triple cap like all the objectives out of the gates. He's just going to have like 5 million units, grabbing all the objectives. Let's cut you guys, although, yeah, no, you guys give me some options, actually. I see why I did that in the original build. Yeah, it's been a while, but it is making sense now. All right, that looks good. Let's get one of you guys and call it a day. Good luck, have fun. Yeah, so since I'm in the dregs, this build, I added a little bit of spice to it, you know. I put a little bit of cayenne pepper on it, and we're going to see if it can cook a little bit for us. Oh shit, yeah, I should have gone for like 5 Beasts of Nurgle. That would have been fun, but no, we didn't do that. We did not do that. Not a debuff. No, we got Tamarcon. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, so Twisted Plate. Okay. All right, looks good, and we're all set. So yeah, we're basically going for a Tamer Chad build because it's very fun. So we got 2 Nurglings on the Vanguard. They're going to grab this point. He's going to have, like, shit everywhere. So 1, we got our Sorcerer and Noxbringer. Then 2 Marauders plus some Chosen of Nurgle are going to make their way over towards the middle objective, most likely. All right, so that's essentially the build. No, I have Tamarcon on the Toad Dragon. It's ambitious, but it's provocative. Yes, we'll see if it works out. All right, so you're going to move up. We're going to get closer, move you guys up, and you guys are going to creep this way. So he's going with like a mass mobility build. This could actually be a little bit ugly. He might charge us. We need to get closer before we shoot because he's just going to dodge it otherwise. Move this way, and he does charge in. The Nurglings actually took that reasonably well. And hopefully we can nail him here. We're going to see. He's going to run right now, but we need to get close range. The Nurglings will get the capture weight going. Cheeky, cheeky. And, you know, the poison's kind of dragging him down a little bit. So Tamarcon's going here. You're going here. Hey, Bob. Give him the Toad. I mean, he is getting the Toad. I actually hit him with my range unit. It's hitting Daniken with, like, a skirmish cav unit is very difficult. So I'm happy with that particular trade. Now, on this side, we can call in a... Throwing axes are an idea. We're going to take Tamarcon here, and he's going to be super sweaty juking here, so we're just going to wait for him to like slip up a little bit, and we can send you guys over this way. Yeah, it's fine. All right, so let's just keep going. See how he's like sweat microing really hard here? Yeah, he wants it. We're going to go ahead and turn a shot here, and hopefully we can get him with the point-blank shot. Yeah, can we get him? There we go. Yeah, I think we hit him. No, we didn't. Okay, we missed that one, so we need to get behind the Nurglings here. All right, so you guys are moving up. And we got Furies coming out. I can, of course, use my own Furies to try and battle his Furies, which is fun. And just keep going. Yeah, we got time. We can move up the infantry. You know, we can get in there and get grooving a little bit. So boom and boom. So we're going to get 2 of you guys, put him in control group 5. He might come for me, which is fine. And, yeah, really, really sweaty micro. I love it. Oh, yeah. So we're going to rip another shot here. Do we get him? I don't know if we do. Let's go this way. And, yeah, you guys are going to come here, and then we're going to get a Fury over there. You guys are going to pile in and help, and I'm hoping I can win the Fury fight versus these guys. We're going to go ahead and do a little Curse of the Leper on them, and you guys are going to fight right here on these guys, and great. All right, so Tamer Chad is chilling. Noxbringer is draining ammo. And back here, the fight actually not terrible for us. Yeah, our Furies are getting ripped up a little bit, but he's going to lose both Furies, which I think is pretty good. All right, so you guys are coming. Noxbringer is going to keep chilling. We do manage to win that fight and crumble one of his Fury units down, so that's a big win for us. A big dub, I do dare say. Tamer Chad's going to do a breath attack down the pipe, and you're going to go ahead and rip a shot here. We'll see how many places he can micro in at once, and get ready to call out another Fury. All right, so these guys, we do see a Bloodthirster. We're going to pull back and play a very cagey game here. Yeah, so these guys are getting it. Oh, Toad Dragon throw up. We got him with it a little bit. That's pretty funny. All right, so let's get another Fury coming out. Yes. So Furies and control group 6. Tamer Chad is over here. We're going to get you guys over there, and then you guys can move up on the point. And we could take Tamarcon over there, but we got to be careful and make sure he has some support. So, all right, Noxbringer is just going to chill on the objective. We're going to have our Furies fight his Furies. Our dad's going to fight his dad. And Tamarcon is now going to start heading over this way. Now, that fight could get a little bit dodgy. You know, could get a little bit sketchy. We have Chaos Warhounds. We are winning the Fury fight up in the sky. Let's pull Tamer Chad over this way. Get the Horseman doing it. And you guys were able to win your fight, which is great. So let's keep creeping. Meanwhile, those are Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne. Yeah, we need to get you guys back. Noxbringer can shoot there. And Furies can dive on these guys. And we'll get some Nurglings to come over there and do their thing. All right, Tamer Chad is on the way. Hopefully these guys live. Dive in. Tamer Chad's going to go right here. We're going to get the Sorcerer running because I almost forgot about him. And you guys can fight right there. All right, so we got the big dogs in. A little bit of throwing axe fire support. And yeah, we just got to fight a big fight right now. But honestly, I think we're probably going to lose our Harry Potter over there. We'll do the Black Cleaver and Nurgle's favorite sons, and then everybody's going to file in and fight. My Harry Potter might survive. It's going to be sketchy. If he does, then that's pretty big, but no guarantees. The Chosen of Nurgle are doing it, and we do break a lot of his mobility pieces, but our Harry Potter does get sniped, which is pretty bad. And we can call some Furies over, try and protect him or something, but I don't think it's going to work out too well. So, because he's got 2 big heavy fighters, which is very scary. So we're going to get 1 and 2. You guys are going to come here and get on the middle. The Noxbringer is chasing a bit. We can kind of boink you and kind of boink you a little bit. We do manage to break all of his mobility core, but, you know, I think he's still pretty well ahead on value. The Chosen of NURGLE are fighting a good fight, but they're most likely going to get surrounded. All right, Furies are coming. We're chasing this big man. Yeah, let's stay on him. Okay, he managed to get back up in the sky, which is dodgy, and he has Bloodletters coming. Oh, man, okay. Let's rip another Noxbringer shot, do this, and we just need to resummon our Sorcerer now. On the bright side, Tamarcon is still very healthy, so there is that. Let's get you guys in control group 2, and then 1 for our Horseman core. Great. So Furies are overhead. We do get another Noxbringer shot on them, and we are going to be stealing that outside objective. Yeah, and we are going to go ahead and get a breath attack on them if we can, and the Noxbringer is going to chill right here. Thankfully, the Chosen are doing very good, and our character will be back soon, so it's not the end of the world that we've lost him. It's certainly terrible, but, you know, still a playable game for sure. All right, so we do get a big Noxbringer shot, and he's got the 2 big boys. Over here, we get that objective, which is huge, and yeah, so now we have a little bit of an objective game being played. His Horsemen are running out of ammunition. I can go do a little bit of skirmishing here. Tamarcon is being used as a ranged beast fighter, which is pretty funny. Furies, put them in control group 5 so I can micro them a little bit better. Noxbringer can shoot into you guys, although honestly just shooting at these Bloodletters is going to be good. I probably would not win a 2v1, you know, I don't think I would. Over here, I mean, maybe we can win a 2v1 versus the Bloodletters with like a full surround or something, so we'll see. So we're going to get you guys parked in the corner. And my Harry Potter's coming back. Great. So we're going to resummon our Harry Potter. The value is still close enough that healing could like kind of make up for it a little bit. You know? So I feel like there is some hope there. 2 Furies nearby here. You guys keep kiting those Hound units. And we can go ahead and charge here and get you around the back. Do a little bit of charging right there as well. And the Noxbringer getting a direct hit. You guys go fight right there. 2 on 1. And keep on kiting. All right. Tamarcon could get hunted here pretty good. He does have some homies nearby that can help. Let's get the Nurglings over there to chase off the Chaos Warhounds. Keep running Tamarchad. And then here, we need to get you guys surrounding and enveloping there. All right, the Black Cleaver is not ready yet. A couple Nurglings are coming. So let's get you guys right here. Pop this. And then we need to get our Harry Potter coming over here. So we're going to get you back in the mix. And Tamarcon is just going to keep running away. We do manage to win the Fury fight, which is great. So that is something that's going for us. We can pop this, do the Black Cleaver. Keep going over this way, and hopefully Big Dog Tamarcon can survive. We're going to do Nurgle's Favored Sons. Keep circling. And you guys go there. Looks like we won over there on that side, which is outstanding. And yeah, Tamarcon's fighting a hard fight. He's Rampage right now. We're going to need to get a big Overcasted Fleshy Abundance on him, so we're going to do that right now. And we're going to do a Curse of the Leopard too. Keep running, keep running. Let's go ahead and slow you guys down a little bit. Yes, and Tamarcon can now turn around and fight with the boys. Because running there is not really a great option, honestly. It's going to be pretty bad. All right, you move in and fight here. Furies are still chasing. Nurglings come in and help. Tamarcon is trying. Yeah, we're kind of doing okay, all things considered. The Plague Bearers there, not Plague Bearers, but the Demons, they do get ripped up. And we're going to get Tamarchad back a little bit right now. Move you guys into the Furies. And yeah, Tamarcon is going to need to flee. He needs to get away right now because this is just all bad news bears. All right, so we're going to make him unbreakable or give him a little bit of love here. Yeah, you guys fight, and we can call in another Horseman to help. Tamarcon was able to get away. I really wish I had a snare ability right now. Sadly, we don't. And yep, you guys hang on to this point. We'll unsummon you goats. And can we win this mobility fight right here? I don't know. Let's get Tamarcon in here, see if he can help out a little bit. Maybe we can just win this fight here. Noxbringer got a little bit of boinking on, but we need to kite with that thing right now, for sure. Up in the middle, we can send in some Forsaken to try and get that point. It's going to be just a regular Bloodletter there. Tamarcon coming back and getting a good one. This is actually becoming kind of a contested-ish game. If I can get Tamarcon healed, man, that's pretty good. Let's get you in the trees, keep feasting on his mobility here. Hopefully some of the Horsemen will stabilize, and we have Fleshhounds of Khorne, which should disintegrate pretty quickly to all this pressure. We will have to see. And the Noxbringer just, you know, popping wheelies over here, just running into the woods. I really probably want to get the Rotting Riders out if we can, but I have had a double cap on him for a long time. Yeah, he's chasing pretty freaking hard. And this objective, can we stabilize this? No freaking way, right? No freaking way. All right, so we're going to go here. Tamarcon's going to go get a little stinky breath attack on these guys. Our goats in the woods are about to get pressured hard. We can call in a Fury to maybe envelop them again, see if we can win that. These guys are going. Let's keep getting the Noxbringer running, and these Forsaken need to run here. So let's see if we can get that Noxbringer away. I don't know if we're going to be able to, but we're going to try. All right, and here we go. Yeah, let's use the throwing weapons on you guys. That objective does get stabilized. Furies get the jump. And he does end up catching the Noxbringer, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? All right, so let's get around the back. We do stabilize that objective. Oh, a little bit of vomit. Tamarkon's Toad was hungrier than I thought, and we just wrecked one of our horsemen. Super pro gamer plays. And before we get on fire, let's go ahead and heal ourselves up. All right. So Furies are here. Homie's going to run. We have the goats on the objective, and I could pull in another goat here, but sadly the Bloodletters are just so favored against most of our unit archetypes that it's actually pretty nasty. Tamarkon's going to come here. He's chasing a little bit, but Tammy should be able to get that one unlocked. And the Forsaken can sprint over here, which is going to be fine. Those are just poison Chaos Warhounds of Khorne, so we can maybe break them really quickly. Let's get another man over there, looking good. And yeah, here comes the Monstar squad, guys. They're coming back for vengeance. So we're going to need to get some throwing axe pressure on them and just start running here. Man, what I would give for a freaking slow right now. That'd be super nice. All right, Nurglings for screening. Yes, please. And yep, you get in there. Punish them a little bit, keep running. You guys chase the hounds down. And the Furies, I did get his hound unit low, but it was kind of foolish. I wasn't microing well enough. Okay, so Tammy's going to go ahead and pop Nurgle's favorite son. We're going to get the throwing weapons on the big dog. So let's get the throwing weapons right here. Tammy's going to keep waddling away. Nurglings are coming into buffer a little bit. So let's just get the throwing weapons going, do this. And on this side, what do we got? We got you guys and you guys. You know, a little bit of pressure hanging in there. And Tamarkon can move up. He's almost healing capped. But holding this objective is going to be very, very tough. All right, let's get some Pestigores coming. See if we can stabilize the point a little bit with some capture pressure. And we're going to get Tammy to think about getting in there. He's going to have a rampage in a second, so I got to watch out for that, you know. It's very menacing. See if we can break these Flesh Hounds. Maybe Nurglings get in, screen you out, run you away. Is there anything I can do over here? Yeah, so we got the Forsaken coming in. Let's get a full surround on these guys, see what we can do. And Tamarkon is going to pull back while the Horsemen continue doing it. We're going to slow you down. Throw a bunch of throwing out volume right there. Let's get some great weapons moving in. You guys go right here, and Tamarkon can pop the Black Cleaver if he wants to, but we got to be very, very careful. All right, let's get you guys in, and how's this fight looking over here? The Forsaken do get a good little envelop there. Probably need to pull them away, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, the only way we really win this game is if this goes super favorably over here, which I don't think it's going to, but we're going to try. We're just kind of committing right now, guys, just committing to the cause. All right. Probably needed more anti-large. I mean, I do have the Rotting Riders waiting in reserve, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Black Cleaver's putting in some work, though, guys. I mean, we are getting the big dog a little bit low. The Forsaken can run to the bushes over there. And, whoa, Tamarkon's actually putting some hurt on Scarbrand. Not bad at all, man. Not bad at all. Did we turn on you? Yeah, because right now the big dog's a little bit trapped up. Let's throw some throwing axes there. Tamarchad's putting in work, man. He didn't hear no bell. All right, let's get some Nurglings coming over here. You guys are doing it, and if we can grind down his big greater demons, maybe there is some hope, actually. What the hell? Tamarchad going a little bit Super Saiyan here, isn't he? All right. So you guys can go there, and it looks like the Heralds of Khorne's Fury is getting low. Unfortunately, I don't have any objectives. That feels pretty bad. The throwing axe is going to need to kite back a little bit. Tamarchad is doing it. You guys are here, and maybe I just take you guys and rotate over this way, and then do we need to start sending some Marauders up to the middle? I don't know, man. Yeah, it's kind of a weird one. Like, I don't know how we're kind of winning some of these fights, but I'm not here to ask such questions. Let's go ahead and heal Tamarkon up. And the Furies stop chasing us. We're going to maneuver you guys over here. And what does he have? Bloodletters? I don't really have, like, a good option for Bloodletters, I've noticed. I kind of feel like we're weak to that. All right, let's get on the Bloodthirster. Big Dog's coming back in. Let's get you guys here, and we're going to throw a little bit there. Probably calling out a full health Fury to try and deal with his Furies is going to be nice, so we'll do that. Retreat you guys here. And Tamarkon, how is this guy? Okay, he's unstable now. Tamarkon has taken down one. Nurgle's favorite son now. That objective is going to come back into our clutches. Dude, this is such a weird game. I don't know how, like, this is even close. But we're actually kind of winning the big monster fight, which is pretty funny. All right, so those guys are there. Furies are going to fight his Furies, and we can do Curse of the Leper, which I don't have. Tamarkon will get probably Scarbrand, like, if he stays in combat with me. We have some Forsaken. They're going to come over here and do this. Although, probably, honestly, just dipping in right there. Get a little bit of Fury action is going to be the way. Oh, did I summon in the wrong spot? I did, shit. Yeah, probably took away my small chance of winning here. But we got this objective. And yeah. You know, Tamarkon's trying his best, dude. He's going for the prize. All right, so you guys are going to have to move over to the middle. The Marauder Horsemen, they can just dive a little bit. Tamarkon is Very Chad chasing those guys down. And unfortunately, I screwed up my Fury call-in. They were supposed to be there to help me get that objective, but I don't think it's going to matter. All right, let's go to the middle. And NURGLE's right here. You know, despite losing most of our games tonight, like, they're good matches. These are really, really good matches against top-level players, man. Yeah, those ones don't feel as bad, you know? They don't feel as bad. All right, we're going to get a full charge right there. Any call-ins? Yeah, let's get a Marauder heading over there. I don't think Forsaken will win that, but we're going to take what we can. So we do get a charge there, and Tamarcon and company going to roll to the middle. Keep the NURGLEs here. Get you guys back, and great. So Tamer Chad is rolling. Let's have the Furies fight. Let the boy watch. And the Forsaken are losing to the Bloodletters, which makes a lot of sense. So we'll just retreat them back. Tamarcon back in the middle. He's going to move over here. Yeah, Chad Brand is he's doing work, man. He's doing work this playthrough here. Yeah, he is. All right, NURGLEs, let's get some of you guys rotating back here. We'll go ahead and slow you guys down a little bit. And do I just call in a goat over here? I might be able to flip the middle, but I think we're running out of time on this side, yeah. I mean, I can call in a goat here maybe. But we can run them off the objective, do a little bit of this. We have the capture weight here. I don't know if that's going to be enough. We need Tamarcon to go help there. This objective being held onto by the Giga Chad NURGLEs. And here we need to get some goats coming out. So the goats are coming. So here and here. You know, if we actually had like a little bit longer, I think we might be able to win this shit. This is wild. All right, you guys fight the hounds. Scarbend is beat up here. And yeah, he gets a nice little trample. Tamarcon is actually really good against infantry. He does do a lot of damage against those bad boys. Yeah, not going to get it, but actually became a close game. GG, well played, guys. Yeah, fun match. Oh my god, Daniken after losing 2 games. What? Lord have mercy. GG, dog. Well played. Okay, GG, dog. Well played. Yeah, you know, maybe we get Rotting Riders out earlier and we're okay. Maybe we need to focus on these guys. I felt like I needed to keep up with his mobility. NURGLE doesn't really have a great answer against Exalted Bloodletters except Plague Toads, but Plague Toads get picked apart by his mobility pretty hard. I know. The 0-5 dream is alive, dude. It is. Rotting Riders OP. Needed them. Yeah. That would have been nice for sure. Okay, so let's look at the tournament, see how the standings are looking, and I need to fix something here. So it's going to be Blake versus Twisted Plate. Twisted Plate, Twisted Fate, isn't that a character in League of Legends? I think it is. Oh, suffering. Windsor slim pickings on the stream tonight. They are, dude, they are. It's just one of those days, in the words of the great Limp Bizkit. Tamarcon got 2,500. Scarbrand got 4,000 though, because picking my caster early on was very nice. That was a huge pick for him. Aside from that, did that win him the game? Probably, actually. Like, getting my wizard picked probably put him enough ahead that he was able to win from there. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be Twisted Plate. So let's do that. Take the buy round off, and then you are going to be removed from that. Perfect. Kugath is good, but he's too slow. On a map that's that big, he's just going to pull you apart. You're not going to have a good time at all. You're going to get absolutely pulled apart. Yes. Yeah, the Riders would have been good. He did have Minotaurs, but also did have the big Heralds of Corn Fury, which got 3k value too. Bloodthirster did really good, actually. He got 3,000 value, fighting probably Tamarcon. And yeah, you know, the Noxbringer kind of got picked off too. There was a lot of little things that added up. Like if Noxbringer lives, if we manage to keep our caster alive, then it's a close game. Just little things like that. NURGLE has a 40% win rate on Tavern. Honestly, that's better than I expected. NURGLE is like a good faction if you play a lot and practice them a lot. You know, that's the thing. And I'm super out of practice with them. But if you play NURGLE, like, you know, in a couple of tournaments a week, you can do some work. I know, Pwn, they did. But I was also using magic in that game. Yes. Some days you drink wine, some days you stomp your grapes. Our grapes are getting stomped today, that's for sure. Holy shit. We're the ones getting grape stomped, yes. All right. Great. So we got 2 games to go, and then we're on round number 4. I don't know why ogres are so low. Ogres feel like they're a strong faction still. Anyways, let's go back to looking. Hey, Pwn, while I have you here, Pwn Dog, brother. How do you feel about recording a head-to-head campaign?
Empire's blessings, yes.
And what we could do to make it even more fun is you could record your perspective, and then I can edit it. I can like edit it all together. So it, like, when we're playing, it's cutting to both perspectives of the head-to-head campaign. I can also cut out like battles that aren't like super fun or whatever. Sounds good, Lucas. If we run into each other, yes. That could be arranged. about Tomb Kings? I feel like the Tomb Kings campaigns are still a bit dated, right? Oh, Boner Giants, though. Increases armor-piercing damage on all archer units. Khalida starts at war with the Lamian Sisterhood. Research rate control. Immune to mountain and swamps. I don't remember what Khalida's campaign looks like, actually. I think it could be fun. Yeah, we played Ogres. We went 3-2 with them last time. Yeah, 3 wins, 2 losses. Yeah. If that's what you want, I'm down. I think it could be fun. It's something we've never done where we edit both perspectives. So you would just record while we play and send me your side of it, and then I just edit them together. No, there's good Ogre players out there, but I don't know. I don't know why Ogres have a low win rate. That one perplexes me because they're a very high skill cap faction, the Ogre Kingdoms, you know? Okay. The ones worth playing are the campaigns. Been awesome. I like tough starts, though. Victory conditions, we have to like beat up all the haggard Count Chocula's around us, basically. Yeah. Okay, yeah, short campaign Khalida would be fun. And then we got what? The Canoptic Jars. Yeah, those are really fun. I always like that. Yeah, that's right. I think a Khalida campaign would be really fun. It's a single toughest start in the game. Okay, then we'll do a Khalida campaign. Oh yeah, look at that shit. Damn. Got like all these hostile ass vampires around you and stuff. Oh yeah. Oh shit, yeah, look at that. That is no joke. So, playing on Legendary difficulty with Khalida, you would probably need to be very on point with your fights. That's right, and you get the free armies with Tomb Kings.
Is it hot?
Wait to play Khalida until we get the Neferata update. Okay. Yeah, that's a fair point. Because we're probably going to get big updates to the Undead soon anyway, so... Yeah. The Flying Taco Crushers, I know. They're a menace. Okay, so we're just waiting on Peppy and Rhino Hunt. All right, so Pone, who would you actually enjoy playing in a campaign, Pone Dog? If we were to do a head-to-head campaign, who would you actually have fun playing? And we can like work one out. If you want, we could. If you want to play vampires, we could have you play the Von Karsteins and I could play Elspeth or something. That'd probably be more fair. Oh yeah, darling, that sounds great. Perfect. You got it, darling. That sounds great to me. I love it. I've never played an Elspeth campaign. I know the vampires are really OP with their hero spam, but I feel like Elspeth would have some mechanics that would make her pretty good against it.
One day, all lives must
Oh, Hellstorm and a Great Cannon. Treat yourself, Miss Turin, that's right. Your faves are the Warriors of Chaos ones. Okay. So if we play a Warriors of Chaos head-to-head campaign, we would probably need to figure out like an alternate win condition. I mean, it's just hard to catch you. Like, you can just run around the map infinitely. That's my only concern with the walk head-to-head campaign. And we can see what's cooking. We can see what is cooking. All right. Well, anyways, let's see if we're ready for the next round. Elspeth is not fair in many head-to-head campaigns, especially against vamps who have no real campaign. Oh, okay. Well, I feel like Vampire Hero Spam could still contend with it. Does it though, Max? I feel like you can get like 6 or 7 really strong heroes quickly with vampire counts in campaign. Yeah. Yeah, so we could do Pone on a Warriors of Chaos faction. And who would I play? Bretonnia? Dwarves? Which walk faction would you want to play, Pone Dog? Where the hell are they? Here we are. Archeon, Kolek, Sigvald. Who calls to you? Do you want to stroke your snakes in the night and play Azazel? Anna, my lovely wife in chat says, I want to draw a thumbnail with Elspeth as Avril Lavigne. Oh, that'd be perfect. Yeah, like early 2000s emo chick. Yeah, I love it. That's a great idea. If we end up doing a campaign with her, yes, that'd be perfection. Yeah. We need a Toddy Kazrak head-to-head. Yeah, well, when we eventually get, Middenheim, which I'm sure we're going to, like the Ulrich is in the tabletop, then we can talk. Bella Chad. Bellacore just teleporting to your, cities would be so annoying in a head-to-head campaign. Holy shit. Let me check these guys and see how they're doing. Rhino Hunts. And the other player here is... Then we got Peppy Zapper. I mean, Owen done. Oh, man. Okay. hit up those guys and we'll do it. Yeah, Elspeth is very like early 2000s Hot Topic energy for sure. Anna and I we went to a Hot Topic not long ago. It still had a lot of that same vibe to it for sure. Pone wants to play Bellicor. You want to play no, Pone has to play Daniel for all of his sins, just like the shittiest campaign in the game. Has to play this guy. Festus, we could do like an Imperial one. If Pone wants to play Big Stinky, you know, I could play one of the Empire factions. Yeah, depending on which Warriors of Chaos character he picked, I would pick one that's like close by, you know? Yeah, that's right, darling, that's right. Oh, man. The Dawi would be fun. I haven't been to the mall in years. We go quite a bit. Yeah, the malls are definitely like a relic of the past, though. They are. It's kind of depressing in a way. As a 90s kid growing up, where like hanging out at the mall was something we did in like, you know, the 90s, early 2000s. It's a little bit like weird to go. It's like uncanny, you know? Yeah, greenskins could be really fun too, Pone Dog. Yeah, calling in some big waws and coming at me. Yeah, I'm down. We'll coordinate it. Yeah, we'll coordinate it. We could start recording in the next few days if you're down, Pone. Just like when you get off work, because the episodes will just be like an hour each, so yeah. All right, guys. Time to not go 0-5. All right? Here we go. We got Rhino Hunts. I don't know if I played this player. We're going to find out. Okay. Here we go. And round 4 is live. Goblins, round 4. Good luck, have fun. Okay, I'm getting pinged. Good, good. And yeah. Let's have some fun, guys. Oh, damn. Okay. So the homie in chat, who earlier wanted to share his death card. Remember earlier we were talking about the Plague Marines? Let's check it out. Yeah, these look great, man. Honestly, amazing. Yeah, the really nice like under priming is really good, and then yeah, those guys look good. They look really, really solid, man. Great job. Especially if you're a new painter, that is incredibly impressive. So, shout out to you, man. Those are very, very well done. Yeah, those are way better than my first minis. I'll tell you what. My first mini is so haggard. I don't know if those like if you're new to painting, but we're up big. Let's do it. Okay, so we got our opponent here. Big Nurgle, time to dig his way out of the pits. And let's go ahead and do this. Okay. Okay, guys. Time to get the dub. The Frunkel Thunderguff. Do you guys... I need to win a game. At least one for my ego. You know, I gotta at least win one. I don't think I've ever I don't think I've ever played in a tournament and lost every single game. That has not happened ever. This would be the first time. No 0-5. Stop it. All right. No end then. Yes. We could also, Pone, do like a 2v2 head-to-head campaign. Get like, so we would just lower the game difficulty down to normal. And so we can auto-resolve most of the AI fights, and then we would just make the PvP the focal point of the head-to-heads, most likely. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. All right, so we got Sprare. He's going to be on Skaven. Skaven is a fun matchup for Nurgle. History in the making? No history in the making. Stop. Enough of this. So he's going to ban Mercenaries of Talea, Borderlow Landing, and Isle of Forgotten Kings. Let's play Bordeaux. Okay, so we're going to play Borderlow Landing, a certified classic. I think I have a build for this matchup. It's probably very outdated, though. It's like a super antiquated build. Epidemius? Oh, God, guys, please. The Void beckons. No Void. Massive FFA Age of Wonders. Yeah, DAWG, we got to do that too, man. We got to do that too. There's a lot on the docket. The wife and I are going to be pretty busy this next month or two. Our frickin'... we're getting booted out of our rental here. They're moving back in, so we're getting kicked to the curb. So we're in the process of looking for a new place right now. So we're gonna be moving in like a month and a half, give or take, or a month. Yeah, it's gonna be hectic. Such a majestic beast, he truly was. All right, so we got the Skaven, the Shaven. Yeah, let's do this. Get you going here. Perfect. Isn't every day you get to go 0-5 and lose with Bilious Thunderguff? I know. Need these before Hom drops. That's true, Pone. Dude, you know DAWG's been practicing in the shadows. He's probably so good at that game by now. Holy shit. DAWG, what's your favorite build? If we do an FFA, what build, Pone, are you and DAWG going to do? What is on the docket? I'm actually genuinely curious here. Yeah, moving sucks, dude. It does. You max out on Nurglings? It's true. That's true. You raise a good point. Maybe I need more Nurglings in my life. Okay. So we're battling the Shaven. The Shaven. I don't know. It's like just funny imagining just shaved rats coming at you. Nomad Chosen Destroyers is my new favorite build. It's very fun, dude. Fred Durst will be so sad to lose you. No, we're staying in the same city, but I mean, they gave us a 2-month notice, basically. So we got the notice, like, I think 2.5 months from when we got booted. Oh, Animal Summoning is very good. Pone's going to go Necromancer Dragon Morale build. Okay. I just don't want to do the same builds as you guys. So, yeah, I will do something different. Maybe I'll do, like, an Eldritch build or something. I love the Cthulhu builds in that game. All right, anyways, I got to focus on this. The Shaven are coming for blood. Oh, guys. All right, do we meme it and try and win, or do we meme it and have a smaller chance of winning, or do you guys want me to go like full sweat? I feel like I want to do this, even though it's stupid. Yeah, we're gonna do this. It's incredibly dumb, but we're doing it. Who cares? Who gives a shit? I'm already in the dregs of hell anyways. I'll try and win my 5th game if we lose this one. Oh, I want to use no. Oh, I mean, at least they gave decent notice. Okay. So this is a build that is sketchy, but might actually work. Is there a Co3 campaign for PvP? No, there's not. Unfortunately, the Company of Heroes campaign you can only play allies, which yeah makes sense. And okay, so he is good. I've given in to the dark side, guys. I'm embracing my end right now. Just end me. Throw me out like the piece of trash I am. That's exactly what's going to happen here. Oh. Oh, why am I doing this to myself? Okay, so that looks fine. You're here, and then we have, what, 55 Gs left over? We're going to cut that, and then... All right, here we go. This build could be so wonky that it will not be expected, you know? It could be so weird that he's just like, what the hell is this shit? Oh, I regret everything. I regret it all. I regret this so much. I don't know why you guys talked me into this shit. This is going to get obliterated. Unless I just like outplay him super hard, it's going to be a disaster. All right. Well, you know what? You know, challenges are fun, right? Who doesn't like challenges? Angels of Decay against these guys. I don't know about that. Definitely need to get you in the mix. Yeah, it looks fine. And then we need some Poison Hounds. Yeah, the vampires seem pretty strong. They do in frickin' in Age of Wonders 4. They seem incredibly strong. Spectacle takes priority. Yes. Yes. Okay, I just made this build like way worse than it needed to be. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. Okay. Let's get a couple of you guys and you guys. All right. Oh, this build is so bad. Oh. Oh, it's so bad. Anakin, I'm too weak. I'm too weak. Yeah, we try and win sometimes, though. You know, we try and win sometimes. Tonight's just not one of those nights. I mean, we're still trying to win, but it's got to be harder. Okay, so we got you guys in the mix. We need a couple gremlins for capture weights. Yes, yes. And I think we cut you. Yeah, we need, I think, a couple Houndo units for the memes. Great. And then we can get you in the mix, get the ROR Nurglings. Okay. Aside from that, what's the comp you're about to find out? You are about to find out the glory that awaits you here in this game. The absolute epic action that's going to be coming out of this match here. All right. Yeah, let's have some fun with it, man. Who cares, right? We're about having fun here. No, it's not. Well, it might be some chariot action. We're going to see. War Warpstone has some fun ideas for multiplayer campaigns. I don't know if you've... Yeah, I used to watch them. I think they stopped putting stuff up, didn't they? The More Warpstone channel? Because I remember I used to really watch their head-to-head, like those heavily edited, like long-term head-to-head campaigns they would like edit down into one video. But I think they stopped posting. Because I remember the last time I went to go watch them, like one of the guys on the stream was saying that that the other guy quit or something. It was like originally a pair of bros and one of them quit. Oh no, guys. I brought you everything you want, okay? We have Festus, we have a cultist on a shrine, we have Furuncle, and we have the giant. All the big dogs in one place, all right? We're gonna send the Nurglings in Vanguard, and you guys are coming here. Blind Woozy, thank you, man. I did this for you. I'm suffering for your sins right now, right? They post once every few months. Gotta check it out. Nice build? Yeah, we'll see about that. Oh, it's so haggard. Oh, this is just so bad. I just shoved every piece of shit unit in the build I could find. No, I don't have any chosen, no. Basically, the shrine is going to be trying to keep the monsters alive. Even though Skaven are so good at killing monsters, by the way. Like, bringing big stuff against Skaven is such a mistake, dude. Watch this actually. I might win. I might win. My opponent might be expecting a wide army, and then I come with this shit. Oh, God, is there a little bit of lag? I don't think so. I think we're all right. 0-5 hype. Let's go, baby. You guys are here to see history. More Warpstone vids should take a million years. Yeah, editing long stuff is definitely... especially the way they do it. Oh, he brought Globadiers. They're not going to be super good against me. Although, oh god, those Rattling Gunners. Oh no. Hit Claw with no Flensing Rune. That's a win. Hey, thank you, Nathan. Your suffering has fueled me, dude. You have fueled me, brother. Thank you. I really appreciate that, boss. Seriously, it's very generous. All right, so we're going to get the Hounds, and then we're going to send some goats to the far side. So they're going to waddle over here and get the objective. We just need to play World of Warcraft Arena, guys. We need to hide behind this pillar. All right, Ikit coming, but if we get the objective, that's a big win for us. Nurglings are going to get this one, and we're going to get that point. All right, so we get it. Back into the woods we go. Yeah, evil. Evil. All right. Kha'Zix the Befouled is pretty good here. Rattling Gunners are really the only threat to my army. I mean, the Stormvermin and Halberds kind of, but I can get them with other tricks, you know? So he's going to be getting this objective, so we need to keep you guys back in the bushes. And I'm going to call it a Fury right now to go down the side and chill right there. And the big dogs are almost here. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yes. Heal through the pain. That's right. Actually bringing Rattling Gunners in multiplayer. No, they're good. I bring them in almost all my Skaven builds. I bring one. You want to always bring the ROR. It's very good, actually. We're going to put you right there. All right. So, yeah, we just sit back and wait. You know, and just live our best life. Furies are going to come here. Goats are going to come here. No, Rattling Gunners are actually really good. People use them. They're niche, but they're good when they're good. You know what I'm saying? All right, so homie's coming up. We're just going to wait for the Rattling Gunners to get in range. He's calling in Rat Ogres, which we don't mind. Festus is playing World of Warcraft Arena right now, guys. He is. You guys remember that bullshit from early Arena days? Just like friggin' sitting AFK with like a Resto Druid running around a pillar and just unable to catch him. That's basically what we're going to be doing here. All right, so the big dogs are hiding, and Furuncle with the pro gamer plays though, guys. Ready? Oh, Furuncle time. Let's go. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Get behind the pillar. Behind the pillar. Behind the pillar. All right. This is so haggard. Festus healing aura. Look, we're behind the pillar. You can't see us. Oh, that's so janky, dude. I love it. All right, we're going to call in another Fury here, get them up. And Furuncle MLG Pro Gamer plays are coming. Here we go. Yeah, nice. And we do get that. Oh, look at that stream of corruption, dude. Chef's freaking kiss. Do we ambush now that they're out of position? I don't think we do. I think we just stay behind the pillar. Yeah, stay line of sighted on the pillar. Perfect. Get down, Mr. President. I know. Get down, Mr. Festus. Mr. Frodo. So we get around them. The Rattling Gunners, we just stay hidden. You're going to have to come fight me eventually. You're going to have to fight me eventually, dog. All right, let's get some Forsaken up, too. Yeah, we need more capture weight. All right, look, they're trying to walk around to get line of sight. Look. Yes, evil schemes. Evil. Oh, God, it's a Warp Lightning Cannon. Okay, it's fine. We just hide behind the pillar. Look at him. He's going back the other way. Oh, my God, this is just too good. I love it. All right, let's get you guys back. Get you guys into the tree line here. Yeah, run them in there a little bit. Uh-oh. You got to stay out of line of sight. He does have the capture weight. Uncle Frunkel should have another one here. So, oh, dude, give it to me, baby. That's going to be so money. All right, so Frunkel with the miasma. And we're going to get you on the back of the map here. Get a couple of you hounds to move up and get ready to party. We do get hit with a Cleansing Rune, I think? Or no, I think that was a Warp Lightning Cannon. Oh, dude, he's trying to get me with the machine gunners over there. It's so hilarious, bro. All right, we're going to call you guys in. And you guys are going to go over the top of the map, so we're going to go around the backside here. And it looks like a brass orb is going to be hitting us. All right, so we need to definitely figure something out here. So we're going to get you here, call you Furies in. And now, do we just do the dive? I think we can do the dive now. Yeah, we're going to go like all hands on deck, because if we just shut down that unit, then we're chilling. So let's get you goats up. We're going to do this. Get you guys here and here. They're just going to get capture weight, and then we're going to send you to get the Warp Lightning Cannon. All right, so all hands on deck, guys. We need to get those Rattling Gunners before they settle. Charge! Fire everything! Eat the Warp Lightning. Okay, we do get in. Nice. And let's just move this way. Go get Ikit Claw. If we get those guys offline, we're in a position to win this game. So we're going to get our hounds. They're going to go feast on these guys, although let's get back in the bushes. Yeah, let's get back in the bushes there. Call out Kha'Zix the Befouled. He's going to run up the side of the map, and the Rattling Gunners are offline. Oh, now it's time for a reckoning, dudes. Frunkel's going to do his deluge. Yes. Feast, my Furies, feast. And we do get on top of the cannon back there, too. All right. So back in the tree line you go. Let's get you guys all the way back here. Forsaken are coming. And yeah, as long as those Rattling Gunners stay offline, we're cooking. And we need to get these Furies back up in the sky. And you can see the Halberds, they don't hold up that well against like this many monsters. This is just way too much Monstars here, guys. All right, so you're going to go here, you're going to go here, and we're going to call in some more Forsaken, get those guys up. And Kha'Zix the Befouled can go hunting here. All right, you guys are still there, so let's get you guys back up in the trees there. And yeah, I mean, let's just start circle beating these monsters, man. We'll do a Stream of Corruption. It's going to go right down the pipe on them. Trigger the healing, and yeah, the Rattling Gunners are offline. Ironically, is this really going to be the one build we win with tonight, guys? I feel like it might be. Furies are waiting, good. Those guys are shattered, so we stop fighting them, and we just keep bonking down all these rats in the middle, man. You know? That's going to be the play. All right, so the goats are back. Let's get the goats back on the objective, and we can take these hounds as well and nibble on those rats. Storm Vermin are getting farmed pretty hard. And remember, I have the Shrine. The Shrine is a big healing aura, too, so that's pretty hilarious. All right, let's get the Forsaken out of Globadeer range. Get you guys back a little bit. Call in the goats. Let's do a little bit of that. Get you back on this objective. And yeah, we just kind of chill out in the trees with you guys. And you guys are going to run over here. Are those Rattling Gunners? They are. Another Rattling Gunner has been called out. Okay. So the back objective is flipping. We are getting that slowly but surely. And the big dogs, we're going to go back behind our pillar now, guys. And we're going to move the Forsaken over that way. And oh, his Rattling Gunners are having line of sight. Yeah, he's got to click that faster. Okay, we're going to actually get on these Rattling Gunners now. And we can go get on those Skaven Slave Slingers. All right, back behind the pillar, guys. Back behind the pillar. Shit ton of healing going down right now, by the way. Let's get you over there. Those rats are getting chewed up pretty good. And we are going to want to pull back this way. Another Rattling Gunner bites the dust. Okay. Oh, back behind the pillar. World of Warcraft Arena. I don't know what Kha'Zix is doing. He's a little bit surrounded here, so let's go get some milk up for him. And do a Stream of Corruption to punish that blob there. All right, so we're going to try and do that. We do get a big stream. The Forsaken, let's just get in there with our Death Star and see if we can feast. Yeah, I think that's going to be the play. And then we'll call out some Giga Chad Chaos Knights here in a minute. All right, so you're going to go here. Let's pull you under, pull you over. And here comes big Chungus for Uncle, guys. Oh, yeah. And I have the summon, too, by the way. Yeah, there's no Globadeers here, so we might as well get in and start winning some of these fights. We do break open that position a little bit. Let's go get Frunkel right there. And Festus is just healing elixirs all freaking day. Big Atomic Farts. Shrine can move in there, and you guys are going to do this. The Deluge, we want to make sure we get a couple more units here. Let's run you guys back, and now we can get some Chaos Knights coming up. Just bringing a really, really cool build. Yeah, that side is sketchy. The Warp Lightning Cannon, we can probably get it here. So let's get you hounds around the top. Get you guys under. And we do break open those ogres. so let's come across here, and we can use the Deluge now, which will do some nice AoE damage. And Kazak can hunt down Ikit It's going to be quite good. And let's go get on these Globadiers if we can. Hounds, and you get on the Globes. Nice intercept there, but we do get his Warp Lightning Cannon, so that's going to be good. Oh, dude, Ikit you're in the wrong neighborhood right now, homie. You're in the wrong neighborhood. All right, let's get all the big dogs in there. Summon, we could use the summon, but I think I'm going to save it. We'll do the Violent Fart. Forsaken going to move up and, yeah, pull you guys back. Chaos Knights can go run down these Poison Wing Globes. And Ikit is in the absolute wrong neighborhood right now, guys. All right, he ran away, wisely so. So Kazak is there. We have a lot of healing. Basically, our Monstar squad is in pretty much perfect shape. Let's get in the Clan Rats, and you guys are going to go run these guys down here. Although Chaos Knights, let's go see if there's any easier prey around the map. Now, do we have any regular call-ins? I don't know why those Pestigores never came out. I guess they just didn't feel like it. Let's do this. Get that going here. Stream of Corruption, gonna tickle the pickle. Nice, there we go, cool. And yeah, we're gonna reclaim this objective right now. Let's get back. He's got good micro with his Globadiers. He always keeps them just out of reach of me, but the Monstar squad is unstoppable. You know, they're truly unstoppable here. Let's get Horsemen and Horsemen. They're gonna come up, put you in Control Group 4. We just need him for the capture weight, really. Unsummon some Hounds. And the Monstars, dude, there's no stopping the Monstars, man. Oh god, yes there is. I didn't see the Rattling Gunners. Oh! Retreat! Retreat! Monstars, run away! Let's go, Mortis Engine, and then we can use Fecundity to keep these guys topped off. And let's go ahead and drop a little Plague Bear summon just to, you know, say Adobe Xenia. Alright, so these guys are coming in, the Doom players. We can run them down with the Chaos Knights. I didn't see those guys. Oh, nice Warp Lightning right there. But we get back. Let's get the Chaos Knights in, although some good opportunities over here as well. Let's park on the objective. We're going to get that one back. And yeah, the Rattling Gunners are here. Okay, so they're in the mix. We're going to send the Chaos Chads over there, and you guys can be unsummoned. Let's get Furies to start running up the map. So we're going to get them there to shut down the Rattling Gunners, and we do get those Clan Rat Spears offline. Kazak is just kind of grinding where he can. Yeah, the Warp Lightning Cannons definitely are not going to do enough damage to take us offline. You guys, yeah, the Chaos Knights need to zip over there and start threatening that objective. You guys just throw here. Let's get you guys in the mix here. And the Rattling Gunners are letting the boy watch a little bit, unfortunately. You know, a little bit. All right, let's get another Fury. Send it up the map here. So they're going to go up the side of the map, and then we're going to waddle back. You guys, I have so much healing, by the way. Festus has a healing aura, and my Shrine is like an incredibly powerful healing aura as well. So there's a lot of nasty healing going on there. All right, so we're going to run back a little bit. Kazak is going to try and find his way onto the Rattling Gunner team. And then we can boink down these guys if they're going to stay. It looks like they're going to run. Okay. Horsemen, back you go. Chaos Knight Chads, they're cleaning up the scraps. We're going to take the scraps down, hopefully. And we can take the two Horsemen over there to try and triple cap. Let's get on you guys. We're going to bring you over the top. And we have another one coming in here. So you can go get on these guys. The Warp Lightning Cannon somehow has Palpatine return. We're going to keep one in reserve. Get a goat coming in. He's not capturing my back objective, which is great. And the Chaos Knights are doing pretty good, actually. You guys hear that? It's the Chihuahua just scampering all. Oh, it's all good. Yeah. Our little Chihuahua is going bananas. All right, Stream of Corruption. Yes, it's going to be a good target. We do manage to get on the Rattling Gunners right there. Horsemen are stealing this point. And the Chaos Knights are being pretty Chadly, taking down what they can. But getting a triple cap here is going to be very, very good. Back to the safety pillar. Only on this map would this haggardness work. If this was like an open field map, dudes, it would be bad news bears. All right, we have another Fury in the wings. He's going to come across, look for anything that remains. The Chaos Knights diving a little bit. Wow, they're taking like 0 damage. Holy shit, these Chaos Knights are going Super Saiyan, man. Let's go across this way, and we're going to get back behind the safety pillar. Yeah, that's going to be the jam. All right, Hounds, and another Hound here in a second. Let's just wait and summon them in together. We're going to get you two to come over there. We do manage to get the back objective. Let's run you guys down and get back behind the safety pillar. All right, we're playing a little bit of World of Warcraft Arena. Let's get the Rattling Gunners. The amount of healing we've done, by the way, is pretty freaking insane. We've healed so much this game. All right, so the Chaos Knights and company folded that up. The Furuncle squad is here. All right, and does Furuncle have anything else? I mean, honestly, Furuncle's not had a bad game, guys. He's not had a bad time. He's been doing pretty damn good for us. These Chaos Knights still being a menace as well, fighting the Ogres. So let's get the throwing weapons to... oh, there's a Mutant Rat Ogre over there. I don't know what that's going to do against us, but we will see. Let's kite them backwards. We do manage to take that down. Let's go start boinking these rats. Boink them here. The Rattling Gunners are on the run. And I definitely need to unsummon some stuff. I don't even know what's been going on with Kasich, by the way. He's just been off in La La Land doing his own thing here. Let's charge you guys. Even get out of that ability right there. A little bit of charge bonus activation as well. Festus and company looking to be in good shape. And I don't think my opponent can win now. Just because they would need to get the back objective. And I can... There's no way. All right. You guys, are you guys taking credit for the Furuncle? You're like, you knew it would be good all along. You know, that was really what was cooking there. Sickness personified. All right, let's get the business there. Just fat healing capped like big scary monsters, man. Chaos Knights, they had a good run, but they've met their end. So we're gonna go get in the trees now. Get into the Forsaken, run to the back objective, and yeah, we just keep it going. So this thing is giving us a 0.10 heal, plus Festus's. We can go on the Mortis right now. That Warp Lightning Cannon has not been getting enough damage in. That is for damn sure. All right, so we're just gonna wait here. Park you hounds on the edge of the objective. The pillar's the pillar's in on it. Yeah, it is. It's true. The pillar is part of the scheme. Dude, look at this healing blob. They're just like none of them are damaged, bro. They've been getting shot like the entire game, man. Holy shit, that was great. Yeah, it worked. It worked. Oh my god. GG, dogs. All right. Okay. Will fix. Still got it, baby. For all of you haters who said I was going to go 0-5, all right? You healed through the... I know, the healing was nuts. Yeah, the pillar. The pillar was a big MVP, dude. It was. All right, that's going to be NURGLE versus Skaven, and NURGLE versus Skaven. All right, NURGLE versus Skaven, yes. The world's most conspicuous grain silo, I know. That's so much HP on those guys, it really is. And we need to get Hobo Honkers fixed up here, fix a score. So yeah, I mean, nobody really did a lot of damage, but they just didn't die, you know? Hey, Blind Woozy, turn. So against a 0-5, yeah, we did it. Nice, dude, let's get it. We ratted that game out, we did, yes. Yeah, so just taking his Rattling Gunners and line of sighting him is what won us the game, basically. Finally leaning into NURGLE strengths, how NURGLE was intended to be played, just haggard cheese. All right, getting pinged for something. Fixing. And let's get you down to 2 points here. Thank you guys for joining tonight. It's been a fun night of games. The great fetus. Fetus the Leech Lord, Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, that build would have been, unironically, we probably would have beaten the High Elves on game 1 if we just did that shit. Instead of trying to do like a sweaty build, if we had just done something stupid, we probably would have won. Because the Giant and Furuncle would have been able to beat the Merwookie for sure. Space Pope needs to get a point adjusted too. All right. That was so fun. Now I'm addicted to it, guys. You got me hooked on that cheese, man. Aren't all Festus's Leech Lords leeching off the... Oh, I have no idea, dude. I don't know. He's got some nasty shit going on. All right. You're going to send this VOD to Anticity every time you... Yeah, I mean, look, it worked, but he didn't have Cleansing Rune. If he had had Cleansing Rune, he would have heal capped me a lot quicker because I was just in a haggard blob. He would have punished me for my sins. All right, waiting on a couple games to finish, and we are about to go into the next round. How would Khorne do against a build like this? You would probably win the blob fight, but Khorne would just kite you. No, Lions, we're not winning. I mean, we won that game, but we're definitely having a losing record tonight. But we're going a little bit hog wild on the meme train right now. This build would beat 2 Bloodthirsters in a pit fight. The Giant, Furuncle, and Festus, and a Shrine, you would beat the 2. You would probably beat Scarbrand and a Bloodthirster, but you would lose horribly on objectives. They would just kite you around the map and annihilate you with range units. Yeah. What cheese builds do you think 40k will have? I think 40k will have cheese builds like mass Eldar jet bikes, Space Marine land speeder cheese, you know, tank spam with no infantry, like those kind of things, like heavy skew builds. Anticity does play a lot of skew builds, like those kind of things that are very heavily indexed into one thing, and if you don't have the answer for it, you just suffer, you know? Yeah. No, that's right, Lions. Oh, we just won, you know, we'll hopefully get a win in our next round here. So Blake and Attack Speed are playing, and yeah, our top 4 is coming to fruition. I would love to see Daniken in the later rounds with Khorne. All right. Yeah, NURGLE can get a ton of healing. They can. I actually have won games like this before with this style of play, like Cultist, Festus, and just like even with them shooting arrows at you, you can still heal through it. Yeah, Eldar will be cheesy as hell. Yeah, I think Total War Warhammer 40k multiplayer is going to be really, really haggard at launch. Like, I think it's going to be super janky. I hope not. Hey, Emperor Bubbles, thank you for the raid, man. What were you guys streaming? All right. Hopefully something fun. And yeah, we're going to be getting kited by Tau like suits. Like, in order to make multiplayer balanced in 40k, they're going to have to probably make it so like gunships are like call-ins rather than units on the battlefield, you know? Yeah, it's going to have to be something like that. Total War Attila, Eastern Roman Empire. Oh, okay. Which one, Bubbles, which one is the really hard campaign? It's, thank you for the raid again, man. Is it the Western Roman Empire or the Eastern? I think the Western Roman Empire is like the hell mode, right? Where you're just constantly dying. Yeah, it's Western Roman. I started playing Attila recently. It's a pretty fun game, actually. I was played the Slavs. I played the Celts. Yeah, fun times. So you're basically playing a little bit of Byzantine action, huh? Yeah, I would be down to go back and play that game. It's I wonder how multiplayer is. Who played? Well, it depends. Are you trying to play campaign? Are you trying to play single player, Bubbles? I'm okay at single player. I'm learning it, but I'm better at multiplayer typically. How is PvP in Attila? Is it just horribly imbalanced? You know, I'm kind of curious about that. What is the gameplay like in multiplayer? I mean, obviously it's just land battle, so there's no like incentive to make players fight. But I'd be curious to see what that's like. Western Maximillionaire saying WRE isn't very hard if you're willing to lose a couple cities and know how to defend sieges. Got it. I just want to play your bugs. I know, man. I am a little unhappy with the launching factions for 40k. Like, Orcs and Eldar are cool, but you need someone big and scary. You need like, a warrior. You need like Chaos Space Marines. You need like Tyranids, Necrons, like somebody like that. Like, sure, Orcs are a threat, but like, I don't know, man. And Eldar are kind of like a neutral faction, right? Like they do have like fight the Imperium sometimes, but I feel like we need like another big bad. Like the launch factions, I'm not super happy with it. Granted, it'll still be fun, but yeah. Cavalry is king in Attila. They wipe every non-anti large infantry unit. Got it. Okay. Good to know. And we got Turtles Army and Mr. Hill. Turtles Army. Let me know when done, G. Okay, we're just doing a little bit of adminning before we get the next round. And we should be good to go from there. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, Orcs are fine, but there needs to be Chaos or some big villain, you know? Chaos Marine pre-order for sure. You think so? Because, man, Creative Assembly, that backfired on them pretty hard last time. Remember when they did the pre-order bonus for the Warriors of Chaos? Like how pissed people were about that? I don't think so. I don't think they would repeat that mistake. I bet you will get Chaos Space Marines or like Tyranids or someone big and scary like 2 months after launch, but I would rather just launch with it, man. Word bearers aren't evil. They're pretty evil. Yeah, they're pretty evil. A second Chaos pre-order has hit the community, I know. Maybe they've forgotten, dude. It's like in Lord of the Rings when they're like, they forget how serious of a threat Mordor and Sauron is, and then he just comes back. Is that going to be CA like relaunching the pre-order DLC? Oh, dude, 40k is going to be massive. There's going to be, because it's so mainstream compared to fantasy. I mean, fantasy is reasonably popular, but 40k is like a, those like science photos they have, like showing the size of Earth compared to like some of these like suns in distant like galaxies or whatever. That's like 40k compared to fantasy. Yeah, it's like you can't even make the comparison there. It's such a big difference. And we're getting Dawn of War 4 too, which is I think going to build hype for 40k too, because people are going to want to play like a galactic scale campaign after playing Dawn of War 4. It could be like Dongzhuo or Boris, like a base game secret, but secret. Yeah, I wouldn't be upset about that. I would not. All right, guys, let's get it. Let's have some fun. And we're going to bring just the weirdest shit in the next game. They're reporting the score. Mr. Hill needs to report it. Let me find him. Yeah, so Games Workshop does work with Creative Assembly relatively closely. Like, we've seen, there's like tells for everything, right? What did we get in tabletop? A huge Norska rework in the old world tabletop game, okay? And then suddenly, you know, we get freaking a huge Norskan DLC here. You know, guess who else got an update in tabletop? The Empire. We got a Middenheim playable units. Knights of the White Wolf. I guarantee you that we're probably going to get some freaking Knights of the White Wolf Middenheim action. Like, they always kind of work in tandem with one another. You can really read the room that way. Okay, let's do this, and we're going to advance that, and let's party. Okay, advance this, round 5. Okay, let's have some fun, man. Let's have some fun. All right, so we're in round 5. Let's get it. Goblins, round 5. Good luck, have fun. All right, so round 5 is live, guys. We got our opponent for the round. It's going to be Twisted Plate. I played him last time. Solid player. I think he's a coast player. We're going to remake the lobby just to avoid any buggy issues or anything like that. And here we go. All right, Twisted. All right, it's time. Warhammer aside, I'm hyped for Subnautica. I never played Subnautica. I never did. I have a friend who's pretty addicted to it, but I never played it myself. Yeah. All right, guys. Let the sweat pour. So this is the last round of regulation, and then after this, we have a semifinal and a grand final, which are going to be casted because I didn't do well enough tonight to make it. So we are truly a pit lord tonight, which is fitting for NURGLE. Oh, we have a map called the Pit of Treasures. Okay. Nice. So we got Vampire Coast here. I'll ban... let's see. Do we want to ban the Temple of Usirian? What the hell does that map look like? Temple of Usirian. Temple of Usirian. Oh, yeah, this one. This one's a little bit Shady McGrady, but it is kind of weak for line of sight. I'll ban Pit of Treasures. No, Black Ark. You choose. Leftover. Can't wait for the Subnautica. Oh, you guys aren't being sarcastic about the Subnautica thing. Okay. Yeah. Any idea when DAO 4 is coming out? No, I wish I knew. I've applied to the alpha test like several times and haven't had any luck whatsoever. Yeah. We're going to be doing the Pit of Treasures, I believe is going to be the map. Pit of Treasures. All right. Wait, what map is this? This is like there's 3 in the middle. Yeah, okay. All right, guys. We're going to come up with the wonkiest build possible. So enjoy my gremlin dog's face while we figure this out, okay? Oh, God. This build is already terrible, by the way, but you guys are going to love it. Let's do this. Let's do that. And sure, why not? Great. All right. So we got Coast versus NURGLE. We're bringing some hog wild shit here, I can assure you. Yes. And then we're going to get you as well. Oh, God. Let the boy watch. Oh, that's kind of fun, actually. A Kugath game? I mean, Kugath is a little risky against Coast. Granted, I'm doing something... Nice screen blocker. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. And it's my late Wookiee. He croaked 5 years ago, but he lives in our memories, so... He was a majestic creature in life. Okay. And then... What do we have to worry about here? No and then. All right. I got an idea, guys. No idea how it's going to go. We're going to see if we can make it work. Coast is pretty good against this style of play, but I'm thinking maybe we got some teeth. Okay, so we're going to stay in this flavor here. We're going to want to get you guys maxed out, yes. And then we will get you two. No. Yes. And yes. Okay, so this build I think will be pretty funny if it works. This is 100% a meme build for the record. So if you guys are like trying to learn a competitive build against Coast, I can show you that later, but this one is going to be pretty nutty. Okay, so that's good. And then do we want to get some of these big dogs? Yeah, why not? Okay. Is there anything you guys want to see that we haven't included yet tonight? I think we've hit most of our bases. You know, I think we've gotten there. Now, big scary knights for Uncle again. I mean, for Uncle is so janky, man. I don't know. Do we just whip out a fat for Uncle on our opponent's face and see if that works? I mean, maybe, right? Maybe. All right, guys. Wish me luck. I'm probably going to get annihilated here, but I think it's a fun way to go out. We're going to go out on our shield. Okay, and then Furies, and then we get one of you guys. All right, guys, fasten your seatbelts and get ready. This is not a rat army. No, we're playing a demon-only army. So only NURGLE demons against our opponent. Turin, you should host the Warhammer 3 World Cup. Oh, we already do that, basically. Yeah, we have the World Championships here. On Total Tavern. Are you talking about like country versus country? I did try and organize one of those in Warhammer 2. I think it would be easier now. It was funny when I tried to host like a World Cup with like different countries against each other in Warhammer 2. Ironically, there was a lot of countries that like would not get along with each other. Like certain people wanted to be like team captains, and there was like, I remember being surprised by that. Like, what the hell is this shit? All right, guys, you ready for the supreme jank? We got Big Dog Epidemius, and we have a Plague Ridden, and then we got 2 Hounds, and then 2 Furies. So Fury number 1 here, Fury number 2 here. And yeah, this is basically the build. So Epidemius is going to buff all the demons. We have a Plague Ridden who's going to be giving the homies magic, obviously. And that's it. I should have gone lore passive spam, by the way. I kind of messed up the build, but it'll be all right. Good luck, have fun. Let's see what my opponent's got cooking and see if they're going to contest the points. They're not, so we're going to get this and this. Fury's going to go over here, and oh god, I have like no anti-large bros. And he went double Crabbo. Oof. And I'm going demons only. So I have Furuncle in reserve, and I also have the Angels of Decay, both of which are pretty good against big stuff. So there is that. So you guys are going to get this. Oh, can I double cap both these objectives? Can we have these guys capture 2 objectives at once? Is that the pro gamer play on this map? No, it doesn't work. Okay. They're limited to the 1, it looks like. So Furies are just going to go wait, camp the reinforcements. Oh my god. You guys need to go over here and finish that, please, for the love of the gods. Okay. They do have a gun unit in the middle, so that's who I'm going to be trying to focus on. The crabs will stab-o for sure. I need to get Angels of Decay out, like, or Furuncle, obviously. But Furuncle, I think we can save for later. So we do get the double objective. U-Hound units can creep around the outside now. I mean, Epidemius is an okay fighter, and he's also large. He can kind of fight the big stuff. But now we need to get the Angels. There is a pillar. Yeah, I could have done a pillar build again. That would have been funny. Set you guys up right here. Let's get you guys around the outside, outside, and outside. So we're going to get you guys ready to party. Now, remember, I can summon a unit of Exalted Plague Bearers, by the way. So that is something that is on the docket. We're about to get 1,700. And you guys move up, and big dogs are going to move here, so we'll put them in group 5, move you guys into fight, and we'll leave 1 here and leave 1 here. Great. So let's get the flyers. They're going to come in, and we're going to go move up on the point and contest it. We should have the capture weight advantage. The guns are still being defended, so we don't want to dive in quite yet. Not yet, but big Angels of Decay are going to be a problem for my opponent, for sure. So I have the Plague Ridden fight here, you're going to fight right here. And so it begins. All right, nothing too nutty out there. We're going to go ahead and do the Sands of Sickness. Oh, spread the Sands of Sickness. All right. And we're going to need to call in some mass here because the Plague Bearers are going to get bullied pretty bad. Yeah, it's not going to be a good time for them. All right, let's go get on you guys. Go get on you guys. And we're going to call both Hound units around the back of the army and see what we can get cooking. All right, so yeah, Epidemius, man, he's not a joke. He is doing some work, and we're going to put summon some Exalted Plague Bearers right here. So we'll do that. Unfortunately, we just got boinked on the head, so I'm not able to do it. And let's do that right here. Keep the Plague Bearers fighting. And these Furies are going to jump on you guys. You guys get on the halberds right there. And yeah, we'll try and fight our best fight. Now, this is going to be the MLG Pro Gamer play. You guys ready? We summon Unholy Hand Grenades, and we get a big amount of volley fire right there. All right, so the Furies are ripping it up. This fight's going pretty well. Let's get you in the halberds. And I think we're going to kill Celostra. Yeah, Celostra's dead! Oh, yeah! The Haggard Demon Ambush. All right, down for the count, baby. She's going to try and get away, but I don't think there's going to be any escape here. We can heal you guys up, because there's not too many other targets to heal. Let's get you guys back. And Celostra's down for the count. So now the Haggard Demon Onslaught continues. Let's get you guys around, get the Unholy Hand Grenades coming, and we're going to do this. And the Angels of Decay still have a lot of ammo, so we're going to go get on the other Crabbo Stabbo. And now it's time to call out Big Pimpin' Festus. Yes. All right, Hounds, we just go jump on the guns before they can reform the ranks. We're going to come over here and get them, and looking good. The Unholy Hand Grenade's doing big work, and Furuncle will rise from the ashes here relatively soon. Yeah, pretty good start for us. I mean, oh god, it's a bloated corpse! It's a bloat! Run! We're too slow to get away! Get in there! Stop the bloat! No! It's a bloat! Oh, it's faster than me, I can't catch it! Okay, it kind of hit, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. All right, you guys move in. Big Chungus is coming now, guys. Furuncle from the pits of hell. All right, so Plague Bearers are going to chill right here. We could start playing his back objective, honestly. I think we can win it. Let's get you guys there, camping, and he is going to lose his big Crabbo probably, because Big Pimp is coming, guys. Big Pimp. Look at him. Oh, yes. We all want to have the aura and the energy that that man brings to the battlefield, right? He means business. All right, so we're going to go get the back point. Angels of Decay, probably worth just unsummoning right now, get him back in the pool. And we're going to go ahead and Spirit Leech you, and Furuncle will for sure win that fight. A couple Hound units lurking, and it looks like the Furies got the job done, so now we just wait. Yeah, and then we're going to go jump on these guys and get around the backside. And the Depth Guard will die to our characters, most likely. So we're going to go ahead and do the Sands of Sickness, spread the Plague, and we're going to do a Stream of Corruption, which is going to melt those guys in the face. And now we're going to call in the Barons of the Bog with the Bog, the Bang, Diggy, Diggy. So they're on their way. Let's get around the backside, and we can do the Lethargy Curse too. So yeah, should be fine. And Furuncle is going to get it done here. Let's go and take one of you guys, move over that way, call out some more Furies to go dive in the backfield. And Big Pimpin' Furuncle needs to finish off that Crabbo if he can. Yeah, looking good, guys, looking good. All is going according to plan. Oh shit, I didn't even notice the value difference. Goddamn, yeah, we're very far ahead right now. And all my demons nearby are going to be getting the Tally of Pestilence, so they're getting 20% Fizz Res and 15 melee attack from the big dog. Really, really nasty. All right, Hounds are doing it. We're going to get you guys here, get you guys right here. Barons of the Bog with the Bog, going to move in there. And Chad Uncle is going to... how many of you guys thought you were going to get 2 Furuncle games tonight, dudes? All right, let's go into the guns over there. Hound units are creeping there, and this objective is going to be ours. All right, unsummon 1 Plague Bearer, get him back in the pool, though he's probably going to get boinks. And yep, we have an unkillable wall of stuff that's going to be living over here. All right, let's get you guys back, get you in the trees, call another Fury out, just go right down the pipe here. And now we just bro charge forward, man. Just get on top of the guns. The guns are like the only thing that can really, really cause us havoc. Stream of Corruption, no Depth Guard, so better just to save the Winds of Magic. So let's move forward. Call in Furies to get on you guys. We have Hound units to creep on them in the back. And Chad Uncle is about to finish off the big one. Okay, so it's about to go down there. So we're going to get 2 of you guys right here. We're going to put a bit of a heal on these guys with Fecundity. And just keep it moving forward, man. Those guns are going to get taken offline here, no problem. Oh my god. What do we call out? Exalted Plague Bearers next? Sure, why not? Sounds like fun. These guys are about to crumble, and Chad Uncle is coming back here to use his Toxic Deluge to end some careers. Alright, Stream of Corruption. Probably don't need to overcast it. We're just going to do a basic one right down the pipe on these guys. And you guys are moving. Do we have anything else we could do? Stream of Corruption on these guys. Furuncle does have a lot of bound spells. You know, maybe he's not as bad as we all say. Alright, guard the objectives. Let's get the Hounds back. And pretty much tabled at this point. Yeah, pretty much tabled off. Let's do this and this. Probably call it Angels of Decay again. We're learning. I know, we're kind of figuring out some foul NURGLE schemes here. Yeah, we're figuring it out a little bit, yeah. Alright, Depth Guard polearms here. And I think we just do an Overcasted Fleshy warranted here. I don't know if we even have enough magic for that. Angels of Decay are the next call-in, because he might call in something big. But yeah, this game's 5,000% over. Look, it's the bloat! It's the bloat! Oh, we're going to get this guy. Yeah, see the hounds? How they're creeping? Yeah, he's trying to protect the bloat. Oh, no, we got to shut it down. I feel like I'm in, like, some Spec Ops mission trying to, like, stop the Uruk-hai torchbearer before he gets there. Are these depth guard, by the way? They are, okay. All right, so you guys go. Baron to the bot with the bog. Get in there. Come on, nibble it down. Go, my toads. Get the Chungus. Okay, we lost the hound unit, but it's fine. Could be worse. So you guys are down. Let's get the Furies in. Calling the Angel's Decay to bombard whatever he calls in next. And Epidemius, the Tallyman, is certainly taking a tally. All right. Here we go, baby. Yes. Let's do the big AoE right there. All right. Yeah, the Defiling Deluge. Got some guns being called in, but we probably just go after them here. Call in some Poison Hounds. And finish the job. All right, guys. All's good in the neighborhood. We'll do a little overcasted Stream of Corruption right there. And you're going to move back here, do a little bit of this. Another Stream of Corruption. Fury's coming, and yeah. It's been over for a minute, but hopefully you guys had fun with that. Dude, this guy's bloated corpse micro is pretty forbidden. He was, like, very speedy with it. Angels of Decay can drop some grenades on them, and we're going to take everybody back to the spawn right now. Looking good. We can call up the Plague Bearers and get another Fury coming in to help clean it up, but that's going to be GG. All right. Cool. Well, you know, rough start to the stream, but it had a very fun ending. And honestly, the games we did lose earlier were still very close. And the reasons we lost were very easily identifiable. Like, we saw why we lost earlier. Stupid mistakes, bad positioning. And in the case of the Daniken game, basically just being outplayed. I would say the Empire game was a build loss against Max. We definitely build lost that one. Game one, we just got outpositioned pretty hard. It was a positioning loss. And the third one, Daniken is just so much better than me. It's hard to keep up, but we still almost... That game was winnable if we kept our SEs alive. It definitely was. All right, guys. Yeah. Cool. Big Fat Demons getting it done. GG, brother. So for the next game here, what do we have? We're going to report our win. Bringing that NURGLE win rate back up after we tanked it. That's the plan. NURGLE and Twisted Plate was playing what? He was Vampire Ghost. Okay. Cool. All right, guys, so taking a look at the tourney. The finals are still being decided. We were the first game to finish here. And, yeah, we got to wait for the rest of the homies to finish this round. Outer Region, Attack Speed Enjoyer, B6, and Space Pope. Currently postured for top 4. But, yeah, that could change, obviously. There's a lot of games to be decided. The only person who is really guaranteed is pretty much Outer Region and Attack Speed. Daniken, how does Daniken only have 2 wins? How is he losing these games with Khorne? What the hell, man? It's witchcraft, dude. You're glad you showed up for the last 2 games. Yeah, me too, man. It's fun having you here. And, cool. Let's go look at campaign stuff a little bit more, yeah? Be'lakor is just like obnoxious in head-to-head, right? Like, how would we deal with him?
I cannot be stopped.
Warriors of Chaos. Yeah, I always forget he's under Warriors of Chaos here.
The Harbinger
Human lords can be corrupted into becoming demon princes when defeated in battle. That's pretty freaking cool. Starts with all the gifts of chaos. Upkeep for demon units. Yeah, I feel like his like teleporting shenanigans would be just really obnoxious. Scarbrand vs. Etra could be fun, like a Tomb Kings vs. Khorne game. Khorne is pretty insane in campaign, though. Their auto-resolve is nuts. They are, but I would be super down to play Cetra. Although I feel like all the undead stuff, we should probably wait until we get the, what the hell is it called? The Nagash update, because I think they'll just be so much better then. It'll be so much better. Be'lakor is actually easy to deal with. You can't really teleport to a new province. What do you mean you can't teleport to a new province? What are the conditions for that? All right. Cool. So we got Big Pimpin'. Collect souls, mortal factions. He needs side on a province to... But that's easy. You just send an agent. Just like send a hero and you got it covered, you know? Yeah. So he's got his classic chaos tree here. He's got this. Open a rift in a province that the target army is positioned in. Causes immediate damage to target enemy army. The Plague Father's Curse, NURGLE Corruption. And then we have the Blood God's Grudge. Yeah. Yeah, because, like, I mean, if you really want to just, like, what I would do in a head-to-head campaign with Bellicor is the first thing I would do is I would just grab this guy and go immediately, if I was playing, like, Empire, I would just sail across immediately and go, you know, set up. No, the tourney's not done. No, we have semifinals and grand finals. We're just waiting for the round to finish. You know, Bellicor himself is such a raid boss, too. Oh, shit, we already did a freaking Bellicor head-to-head campaign. Remember, guys? That was, like, 3 years ago? Pone played Bellicor and I played Karl Franz. We already did that. That one's already been done, so probably something different.
The Dark Master.
Oh, the Dark Master. Voiced by Thorin Oakenshield himself, dude. Yeah, and of course he's got like the Chaos like tech tree and all that. You can teleport with the Starting Rift to South Chaos Waste or to the Eastern Empire. Both of which, yeah, if we're playing head-to-head. Who else would be fun on the Chaos stuff? So we got this, we got that. Daniel, just the worst campaign. Let me see where these homies start. So Zinch, you could do like Village versus Cathay. Valkia versus like Dark Elves or Grombrindle could be fun. You could do like a Valkia versus Grombrindle type situation. Hey, dude, thank you, man. Thank you for being a member for 12 months. And again, great way to support the channel, guys, if you want to check it out. Become a member here or on Twitch, whatever you prefer. Azazel is up in like Norska, so Azazel versus Kislev could work. Archeon versus like anybody over here. Like there's a ton of dudes over there. Gornir, that campaign would probably take a long time to finish just because of the nature of the campaign. Cathay versus Village, but Cathay I think we want to wait because Cathay's going to get an update. Chaos Dwarves versus Thorgrim would be fun. Like, Pone, I know, likes Chaos Dwarves, so he could play them. And so, yeah, Drazhoath is down here. And then Thorgrim, oh, they're really close, actually. You could do that. Thorgrim versus the Chaos Dwarves. That could be a fun one, actually.
Send me to vengeance.
Send me to vengeance. Kara Kadrin is a great campaign, too. That one's really fun. Let me just check the tournament real quick, guys. Make sure we're not holding things up. No, we still have Space Pope and Taurusson, and then Driver versus Peppy Zapper. So when those guys are done, we'll party like it's 1999. Yeah, what about that? Like a grudge match, like Chaos Dwarves versus Dwarves. Would that be like reasonably fair? Or yeah, a race to 8 Peaks could be fun. We could totally do a race to 8 Peaks. So who would we need? We need one more person for race to 8 Peaks, right? Yeah. Somebody coughing there? That wasn't me.
More green skins muster in the
sounded like an actual person coughing, yeah.
Attack now.
So Thorgrim's got the Age of Reckoning system, right. Right. Okay. And then the Great Book of Grudges. Yeah, so we have that, and once you get enough, you can confederate the homies. I know the Dwarf campaign got reworked. I'd have to play it a little bit. Yeah, but race to 8 Peaks is always fun. We could probably grab Goji. So who would Pone play? Pone would play Skaven. Gojira could play Greenskins. Belagar gets shafted by the 8 Peaks race. That's fine. I would just play Belagar. I don't mind taking the shaft. It's just for fun, you know. Belagar. Belagar was one of the most fun campaigns I think I ever had. It was so epic. Yeah, does he still get all the ghost characters? They didn't change that, did they? Yeah, good to know, Trizik. Well, if we need more people, we do like a bigger one, I'll certainly let you know. The Confederate system is really annoying. Yeah, 8 Peaks I feel like would probably be most favored for the Greenskins or Skaven for sure. Because the WoB mechanic is really powerful for alpha striking, and then Skaven obviously can, you know, get a lot of big armies and have strong mechanics. Yeah. Elspeth versus Gorbad, that's not a bad option. Tall Thorgrim with the deep mechanic, probably my favorite campaign. Yeah, just playing super narrow. Yeah, so, I mean, the thing about Clan Angren is you do get all these big pimps. You start with this territory. So probably what you do with Clan Angren is you secure your initial province and then just beeline it for 8 Peaks, right? Yeah, but 8 Peaks is not going to be an easy one to get back. Although these ghost characters are really cheesy. Like, I remember the one thing that carried me my first Belagar campaign was was how cheesy the characters are. Yeah, they're just so freaking good. They were stronger, I think, in Warhammer 2, because they had 90% res. You know?
Yes.
Yeah, so we get this. What do the autos look like here? Do we take damage? Yeah, very little. Experience income from all buildings? Sure, why not?
Belligar Ironhammer.
Yeah, Bellacar could work for an Apex race. I'd have to look at his other mechanics. I haven't played Dwarf since their update, since their little, like, fix they got. You will be given Karakern or diplomatic relations with Karakern. Confederate. Oh, let's see what that looks like, actually. Where do we confederate?
Acquisition of lands is the surest path to supremacy.
What the hell is
in
this?
war.
Province secured, Black Mountains. Oh, okay, so we get Karakern, and then we get... Wow, that's pretty good, actually, so...
Power to raise forces
Looks like they made the campaign a little bit easier.
Expand your burgeoning state.
Yeah, the Empire's in some
Deny your
trouble.
enemies the room to do likewise.
The question is, like, how quick do you have to rush 8 peaks, you know? We get some custom buildings, get some walls, yeah, whatever, get a Thane quickly. Age of Reckoning, and we have the Great Book. Man, I'd have to look through all this shit. And the Grouch Settlers. Yeah, cool units. Retake the Realms. Yeah, those are probably, in a race for 8 peaks, not going to be like a huge thing. You know? I feel like everybody has to rush for 8 peaks, though. I mean, if you get to 8 peaks, you could probably just trade these territories away for a shit ton of money. And then reinforce 8 peaks, right? So if you're playing a head-to-head, you stabilize this, so you just get Karak Azor. You stabilize these regions. And then you just trade them to people for diplomacy once you get 8 peaks. And then 8 peaks, you just build your empire there. Yeah, I mean, losing the home province is funny. I mean, you can make... This army is so independent. Like, these characters are such hard carries. I think you could be fine. Well, on a head-to-head campaign, we would just be on normal difficulty. Yeah, so... Because we want auto-resolves... We want the PvP to be the focus, not the AI, you know? Okay, guys. 1 game still to go. We got Spaceboat versus Torsen. Those guys are wrapping it up right now. Let's do it. Space Pope, let me know when done. All right. Lieutenant Six reported wrong. He won. Doesn't matter because we probably won't make final, but points wise, okay. So I need to fix this. Did somebody already get it? Fixing it. Okay, so somebody reported the score wrong, guys. We're going to go ahead and set up a semifinal lobby. And then we should be advancing to the semifinals in just a second. So we're going to be casting that one, obviously. And there we go. Let's make 2 spots for the homies. And there it is. All right. Yeah, Race for 8 Peaks is a classic, right? What are some other campaigns that are like equally thematic that you think could be really fun in that way? And who would it be? Queek? Queek would be the one racing for 8 Peaks, right? Yeah, so out of region, attack speed enjoyer. Great. So we're going to do this right now. Yeah, I like the Chaos Dwarf like versus Thorgrim situation. That one seems like it could be very, very fun as well. Yeah. You know, one thing that I remember really... Yeah, Lustria Bowl. Yeah, Lustria Bowl sounds very fun, actually. The one thing I really did not like about head-to-head campaigns, I remember, is ambush abuse. So, like, every player in sweaty head-to-head campaigns I remember playing back in the day basically just moves around in ambush stance. And it's just so obnoxious, you know? I mean, obviously you can scout it, but it becomes very tedious, you know? Now, the thing is, it is a fair part of the game. But yeah, I remember that got kind of old. It was just constant ambush stance cheese. Although I guess you just have to have scouts and heroes exploring, you know? Xiaoming and Gelt campaign versus some other bad boys. Yeah. Thank you, Outer Region. I'm fixing your guys' blunder right now, dog. Just give me a second. I'm adjusting the scores. Okay, and then we need to fix this. Let's go here and do that. Chaos Dwarves versus Greenskins. Yeah, that's a good one too. Greenskins versus Chaos Dwarves. I've never played a Chaos Dwarf campaign all the way through, so. Yeah, Lustria Bowl would be great, just to see who can win Lustria and like conquer that. I think that could be a fun time. Grom versus Batman. Yeah, that's a good one. Like any of the old Warhammer 2 like head-to-head DLCs would be fun options. You know, there was a lot of those. Yeah, Skaven F stock stance. Yeah. Okay, almost ready. Thank you guys for your patience, and let's get it going. All right, saving that. I feel like Skaven could have some really cheesy armies and like head-to-head PvP. Yeah, I feel like they could. All right, just fixing Outer Regions game. And when that is done, we will advance to the top 4. Who would be in your guys' opinion, who would be the best 4 factions for the Lustria Bowl? So if we were to do Lustria Bowl, who would be the best 4 factions that we would want to rock there? Let me know. All right, there we go. All good and perfect. Great, so that is done, and now we're going to be advancing. Franz versus Lewin, the tragic battle between that hurts. It's like the 2 bros fighting. All right, Daniken just barely, wow, top 4 was actually available with only 3 wins tonight. So if I had won one more game, I might have made it. That's pretty funny. Oh, my tiebreaker was too low anyways. All right, so we got Daniken, Space Pope, Outer Region, and Attack Speed Enjoyer. And let's go ahead and advance to top 4. There we go. Free-for-all for Lustria. Lustria would be a free-for-all. Okay, so Lizardmen, Skaven, Empire, Pirates. Rackhearth is good for Lustria Bowl. Okay, you guys got a lot of good suggestions. I'm going to come back and look later. And top 4 time. Perfect, perfect. And now we have top 4. So let me announce it to the players. It's going to be Space Pope versus Attack Speed Enjoyer. And then it's going to be Daniken versus Outer Region. All right, so what is Outer Region playing? Is he playing something sweaty? Outer Region is playing what? Vampire Coast versus Khorne. Yeah, let's watch that. That'll be fun. All right, so we're going to go ahead and send invites to these guys. Big Dog Daniken and Outer Region. The original Khorne main. Outer Region was a Khorne main before it was cool, and then he abandoned them, dude. He threw them into the dogs. He used to have a cool Scarbrand profile picture. Now it's like something different. You know, Scarbrand all sad in the corner. Gorst and Ogres, the classic showdown. Yes, the most exciting of showdowns. And these big dogs are coming. All right. So they'll let me know the map. And this is the semifinal. The winner is going to be advancing on to the grand finals. And let me know map. Let me know map when it's up. Cool beans. Yeah, Lizardman campaigns feel a little bit outdated to me too. I remember watching Grubby play one, because Grubby did do a Lizardman campaign, and I remember thinking it was a little bit antiquated from what I saw. Kugath versus Gorst. Oh my god, the zombies versus the plague stack. That could be kind of fun. The mask is here. No, Slanesh didn't make top 4 tonight. There was only one Slanesh player, and it looks like he didn't make it. He lost a couple games. Top 4 is looking to be... So we got Khorne, Vampire Coast, Wood Elves, and the last player on that side is playing... What is he playing? Who's on the other side? It's... Too old, I can't remember. Space Pope. All right, what is Space Pope playing? Space Pope, where art thou? Dark Elves. Okay, those are the 4 factions. Those are the 4 factions. The mask, I bet you the mask is really gross in campaign. Honestly, playing Nurgle and head-to-head sounds funny, just trolling people with plagues. I know. That's one thing about Nurgle. But also Skaven for setting up Undercities in your homie's empire sounds like a really, really funny kind of dynamic as well. Yeah. Okay, one sec, guys. All right. Max Millionaire says, I missed top 4 by 1 spot. Yeah, pretty stacked tourney tonight, Max. Because people were able to get there with just 3 wins. Why aren't Skull Reapers taken more often? There's just more cost-effective options. Skull Reapers are good, but they're niche. Like, there's a couple matchups that are good in for the magic damage utility of them, but Yeah, there's just better options. Bloodletters are often just more cost effective. But yeah, Skull Reapers aren't like a terrible unit. Yeah. So by the way, I'm always curious for these late night streams. Where's everybody from? Do we have any Europeans just powering through the wee hours of the night here to stay awake? There's always a couple of you guys lurking. Yeah, Yon Bo in Lustria too. Dallas, Texas. Yeah, we got some. I have quite a bit of family in Texas actually. Well, used to. Yeah. Yeah, the European suffering. I see that. Michigan. One of my closest friends growing up is from Michigan. You shouldn't be here right now, you dirty dog. Where are you from, man? You Juan Bo. Yeah, exactly. Sweden and Denmark. Yeah, immediately out of the gates. Powerful Scandinavians staying up late. Time for work soon. Oh no. Ireland. Yes, my ancestors. East Coast Canada, Australian, yeah. Usually the nighttime streams are like East Coasters and Australians. All right, we don't know the map yet. Let's ask out of region. Canada, yeah. Inticity has done pretty well for himself. He's won 3 major events, I think, in Warhammer 3. The GOAT of Warhammer 3 is still Houseplant. He's won the most sweaty big events, but Inticity was creeping up on him for sure, but he was derailed in his last run when Chosen took him down. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen Ent playing a lot of multiplayer, so I'm not sure what the game plan is going to be for him. Yeah. Let's see. So refresh. Okay, we're going to be playing Twilight. I apologize ahead of time, guys. This map is very dark, and I forgot to take it out of the tournament. It does look really cool, but it's very dark. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. Looking all set. I'm going to ready up. I'm sorry, guys. This map is very dark. I always forget to take it out. I need to get rid of the dark maps. All right, guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab some water. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, and we'll see you guys for the semifinals here. All right, guys, welcome back to the semifinals here. It is a very dark map, so I apologize. It's a very beautiful map, but unfortunately a little bit dark. And we're going to be taking a look at the armies of Daniken Trump. So Daniken has a battle line of Marauders, Wrathmongers, who doesn't love Wrathmongers, and against Coast, they are vulnerable to shooting, but are very, very good at cutting through Depth Guard and Ghostly units because of their magic damage, so they bring quite a bit of utility to the table. Fury's up in the sky, going to be diving the gunline units, and a freaking Blood Speaker who has the Wild Abandon only. So that's the one where they cannot die and they hit harder. That is a very interesting choice. Another Wrathmonger as well, and some Marauders with dual weapons. So Homie going very wide, which is weird because you usually expect Daniken to have like these high micro kind of mass mobility builds, kind of similar to Inticity at times. But nope, he's got a big infantry army with a couple of Furies, and that is that. All right, guys, for the Vampire Coast, Gunnery Mobs, Scurvy Dogs up in the high ground here for Outer Region. And a freaking Colossus? What planet are we on? Whoa. Homeboy's got a Necrofex Colossus. This thing is a very curious choice. Immediately, the Fury's going to be diving in. Daniken using that dreaded Eastern European micro and dodging a lot of the bullets. Celestra has Tide Call and Ghost of the Past, Zombies, and it looks like Lamprey's Revenge. So basically just Zombies, a Colossus, and yeah, Celestra as well with a little bit of Rotting Promethean support. Alright guys, out of the gates here, we do see the Furies jumping in and ripping and tearing versus the Zombie Pirate Gunnery mobs, and retreating back are the Furies here. They got some okay damage. We'll see who kind of comes out ahead here. Immediately out of region, going to be turning around with his pistols and punishing the Furies for their sins, so those Furies do get retreated back. And yeah, dude, a freaking Colossus. I mean, that feels risky to me, but he's already gotten a little bit of value, actually, shooting his cannons into the Furies now, and I would imagine he's going to be changing his shots onto the Wrathmongers, right? That's who you'd want to shoot with cannons, if you can. All right, so Bloodspeaker taking the high ground objective, and it looks like Vampire Coast is going to be getting a double cap. Beautiful Colossus shot, actually. Able to hit the Bloodwake Berserkers. Doesn't kill any models, but yeah, it looks like Daniken is like, okay, I was going to do an RTK build-up, but now he's going to be moving forward and getting that pressure on. All right, on the outside here, we got more Wrathmongers. Homie's got triple Wrathmongers. He's got 3 of them. 1, 2, and I think there's a third one here as well. So 3 Wrathmongers going to be piling in. Certainly going to be tough to deal with. Tide Call activated from Celestra. Literally does nothing. Probably not worth it. Usually you probably want to wait till they're a little bit more bunched up, but understandably you want to be effective with your time and get her done. But those cannons, dude, that Colossus has like a bit of a counter against the Wrathmongers is putting in work. Normally Wrathmongers are incredibly difficult to deal with, but in this case they're looking pretty punished. Yeah, they're not having the best time. All right, guys, the battle is on. We do see the Coordinate forces advancing forward, and the zombies going to be surging to meet them in combat. Wrathmongers will make very quick work of the zombies, but the Rotting Prometheans, the big old Crabbo-Stabos, are piling in to help, and they will be able to cleave through a ton of these infantry, and they're being rode by homies with shotguns. So you can see the Marauders of Khorne and dual weapons going to be folding very quickly. In the meantime, Furies coming overhead for Daniken Trop, going to be intercepted by the Fellbats, but Fellbats get wrecked by Furies pretty badly in combat, so it should be all right. And yes, Khorne getting a big envelop, but still the objectives are being held by the Vampire Coast. Vampire Coast calling in 2 Deck Dropper handgunners. Protecting those against onslaught of Furies could be tricky, but look at this. We see big pressure coming in. Wild Abandon being used on the Furies. Oh, that's cool, so they can't die. That's really interesting. Granted, they're going to get melted here in a second anyways, but that's kind of a cool combo. You know, it's a cute one there. So on the backside, reinforcements for Khorne going to be Forsaken, very, very standard. Celestra in the middle holding it down. The Wrathmongers fighting tooth and nail, but they are fighting a big armor-piercing Crabbo, and that Crabbo is Staboing, and he is doing some work indeed. In the meantime, Wrathmongers over here punching through some of the zombies, but still the Vampire Coast maintaining a pretty considerable value lead, and the objectives have not flipped to Khorne despite the heavy pressure. More Furies on the backside, going to be diving in, but out of region doing a pretty good job getting his gun line and protecting his dudes up in the sky. One of the Deck Dropper handguns might be compromised. They're very squishy. They have horrific combat stats. So having a Fury just kind of nibbling on them is pretty considerable. So those bad boys are going to be moving in. Elsewhere, Forsaken arriving, but still in the middle. Celestra and company holding it down. The Wrathmonger, or not Wrathmonger, but Bloodspeaker. Blood this, Wrath that. You guys get the idea. Is trying to shut down the Colossus, but who would have thought the Colossus would be a Giga Chad this game, man? He's hanging in there, and he is blasting those good quality Khorne units all freaking day, as another Wrathmonger unit does pile in. And if anybody can pull the value back, it's going to be Daniken, but it's certainly not going to be easy. Bloodwake Berserkers are in the middle. They've gotten probably not a ton of value, only 700. And the handgun line is online, out of region, using the dreaded Deck Droppers. And those guys are sitting, they're taking pot shots, and they are melting a lot of these units down, that is for sure. More Forsaken being called in to try and chew through some of the zombies. A couple Wrathmongers here. Looks like the second one, still pretty healthy, might be able to help chew through the Lamprey's Revenge. And also Celestra will die very quickly if isolated by the Wrathmongers. And Daniken is kind of pulling value back. 5,000 against 3.7. Unfortunately, though, for Daniken, the gun line of the Vampire Coast is fully online. And these Deck Dropper bats going to be, you know, parking up in the sky here and ripping and tearing, shooting into the Wrathmongers with armor-piercing shots, which they don't really have any mitigation for. They don't have any sort of missile resist and nothing to really deal with that. Now, one thing about Khorne is they do, you know, are favored pretty heavily in the grind. As they grind and fight, the Marauders will cut through zombies pretty effectively, but looks like they haven't been able to get through up here. Just waves and waves of zombies kind of keeping things in check. The Wrathmongers kind of cleaving through the Lamprey's Revenge here, and this could be the comeback that Daniken needs. He finds the Colossus, he gets it surrounded by Wrathmongers and by the Bloodspeaker, and he's dragging it down. Its leadership is to the point of crumbling. It's at 18 leadership here, very, very fickle. Furies versus Fellbats. Wild Abandon activated on those guys. 72 melee attack on the Chaos Furies is pretty epic. We'll see if it's enough to get through the Fellbats, who do have 44 melee defense. And to the backside, some Fleshhounds of Khorne called towards Objective 3. So those bad boys going to be coming up here and screening these out. But there is another Scurvy Dog here. Now, do 2 Scurvy Dogs defeat 1 Fleshhound? They might actually, especially if they get us around. So if they charge here, come around the back and get us around like this, that could be enough. Although Outer Region actually blunders the micro a little bit, and those Scurvy Dogs might suffer for that micro blunder. We'll have to see. In the middle, Deck Droppers are starting to carry the game a little bit. They are sitting overhead and just farming, although those Wrathmongers do have Solastra surrounded, and they've taken the Lamprey's Revenge to Pound Town. Lampreys did pretty good at 1500, but eventually they are going to be worn down here. The Bloodspeaker trying to stay on top of the Necrofex Colossus. Ravenous clicking, Carpal Tunnel inducing clicking, I'm sure, here for Daniken Trop, as he tries to stay on top of the Necrofex Colossus. You guys know how haggard orders are in this game, and sometimes you have to click like 15 times to get a unit out of combat. It'd be kind of cool if you could just give a unit an order and like give them an override order, so that there's like a button you click, you give them an order, and then if they, that's all they're going to do. They're just going to keep going after that target nonstop. That would be a really nice mechanic for Total War. But regardless, Necrofex Colossus getting crumbled, guys, and we could see Solastra get punched and taken down as well. Up in the high ground, the Fleshhounds of Khorne fighting a pretty nasty 2v1, and they might lose to those Scurvy Dogs. Actually, looks like they are going to lose. A call out here is going to be another Fleshhound, and yeah, Fleshhounds are pretty stalwart for a Hound unit. I mean, their melee defense isn't anything insane, but compared to like a Scurvy Dog. And they do have another Doggo unit coming in. This objective did flip, and as we look, Outer Region does have objectives 1 and 3 and has a pretty considerable points lead as well. But I'm telling you guys, Daniken is a very forbidden player. If anybody can find a way to win, it's going to be him. And the Bloodspeaker does cut down the Colossus. Pretty big win for him. And he's got good combat stats, man. I mean, he's got almost 500 weapon strength, despite being a bit of a Harry Potter for these guys. Now, this is the semifinal right now. On the high ground, oh, Sword of Khorne, dude. We missed the Sword of Khorne. It comes down, it takes down the Scurvy Dogs. These guys literally get crumbled down, and it looks like Daniken is going to be able to flip the high ground objective. Outer Region sending some pistol mobs over there, and the big gun bats in the sky trying to put this game on their back, and they are shooting nonstop. Now, Bloodspeaker going after what appears to be the Queen Bee herself. We do see Solastra in trouble. She does have 55% Fizz Res. This guy does not do magic damage. You know, Khorne is not super happy about magic stuff, so he only gives it to his demons, I suppose. But the Wrathmongers are boinking. Mourngul's pretty good against the Wrathmongers with their anti-infantry bonus. We're going to see if Daniken can find his way back here. In the meantime, the high ground objective is going to be taken by Daniken's Fleshhounds, and it looks like some Marauders are coming. These Fleshhounds could probably 2v1 these pistol mobs, depending on the angle they take on them here. And a big sweaty pit fight, as we see the value gap being close to about 700-800. So what was once a very one-sided game has become a pretty close one, with Outer Region probably still having a minor advantage here in this game. Up in the sky, Chaos Fury is chasing down the Deck Droppers, and it does look like your boy Outer Region's going to be trying to run with them, using his Fellbats and just using his numbers to try and drag down the Furies. Not a bad idea. Wild Abandon, is it off cooldown right now? I really think that's a cool strategy, using Wild Abandon on the Furies. Very, very fun stuff. Very fun stuff indeed. All right, so this objective does flip to the Champions of the Blood God, and it looks like these two gunnery mobs are going to be having a bad time here, as the Marauders can get them in combat, and the Fleshhounds of Khorne can shoot them out pretty good, although some of the pistol mobs might be able to get line of sight, maybe win this fight, but I think if Daniken micros this here, he should be able to win versus those two pistol mobs, netting a 600 value right there. Now, is Daniken doing any split pushing play? No, it looks like Outer Region does have a scary Air Force. There is going to be an interesting power dynamic when ammunition runs out, but like I said, the game is still favored a little bit for Outer Region. The pistol mob's online, Khorne gets broken in the middle, and that is victory for the Vampire Coast. And a really fun game by both players, honestly. Sorry about the shady map, but regardless, I think that was a pretty good one, and all hail the mighty. They've risen from the deeps. Solastra getting the dub with the Deck Dropper handgun build, which is something I didn't have on my bingo cards. I did not expect that at all. GG, well played. I feel like the Bloodspeaker was the weak link. If that had been like Skulltaker or Valkia or anybody else, I feel like Daniken might have won that game, but again, he's bringing cool shit. Shout out to him. So we're going to get the grand final set up. So this is going to be the finals lobby, and there we go. Finals, host this. Ah, the Colossus value. Okay, hold on, I got you. Hold on. We're going to do the Colossus value. I will look. I got you. We still have the replay, and I think we're still waiting on the other side as well. Outer Region getting the dub. All hail the mighty. I'm going to get the value for you guys right now. I'm going to fast forward through the game real quick. Yes. The Forbidden Bloated Corpse Savior? Not very good, unfortunately. I got bloated earlier, man. He bloated the hell out of me. All right, so we're just going to fast forward through this. Should be pretty quick. We could just kind of sit here and enjoy the spectacle for a moment. I'm actually curious what the Colossus got. I don't think it was that good, though. I think it was like maybe 1,400. I don't think the Colossus got like an obscene amount of value. I do not think he did. Yeah, Skulltaker is probably one of the strongest Khorne lords. Skulltaker is really good. I got to play a Khorne game, man. Khorne is so fun to play. They're very fun. Fast, aggressive. Can also play big mobility builds if you want to. You know, they can do a lot of neat stuff. Yeah, Daniken did fall behind pretty hard early on. But he clawed his way back. I mean, I guess he kept it pretty close here. It's only about 12, 1300. And it's not like Vampire Coast was using any sort of healing or anything. But yeah, this is like what probably won him the game, right? Just the deck droppers just living and shooting the entire time. Yeah, those deck droppers were a menace. And the Fury's kind of getting 2v1 by like the combined arms of the pistol mobs and the Fellbats. I really like that strategy. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, and there's the dude fighting in the middle. This is when Khorne starts to run out of steam a little bit. We have this little gremlin fight up in the high ground. Yeah, 2 pistol mobs coming in. Game should be over in just a second. And uno, dos, and trace. All right. You guys want to see me skip the value again? That would be the real move right there. All right. 1600. Yeah, Crab's got about 15. The deck droppers with the guns, 400, 400, and 400. So not as much as you would think, but yeah, fun game, guys. Fun game. Yeah, a Colossus, by the way. I mean, that's rad, right? Who doesn't love seeing a Colossus in action? All right, host game and spectator now. All right, let's do that. And we're going to get your boy out of region in here in uno momento. So out of region, finals. All right. And who is he going to be facing on the other side? Either Attack Speed Enjoyer or Space Pope. So it's either Wood Elves or Dark Elves. Dark Elves versus Coast is a fine matchup, but man, Wood Elves usually wreck Vampire Coast super hard. It's like a very one-sided matchup. Hopefully we don't get that one. That would just be a little bit sad. All right, let's do this. And yeah, I think we're all good, man. Thank you guys for joining tonight. Been a good time. Got a new campaign starting for Trench Crusade tomorrow. So me and the homies are starting a new one. Thinking about playing basic new Antioch this time around. Almost as cool as a Rogue Idol. All right, let's remember though that we got freaking Furuncle and the giant, the farting giant tonight. We got some big treats. We got some big action tonight. It was a lot of fun, man. Oh, man. Can we get freaking Dawn of War 4 already, though? Jeez Louise. I want to dive into a new RTS, man, you know? Just get going. Attack Speed Enjoyer. Yeah, this is a pretty rough one. I mean, I don't know what Coast can do to win this. So Hunter says, I feel like Outer Region will have a strat for stopping Wood Elf Cheese, but we'll see. I don't know. It's so favored, man. Dryads counter pretty much all the infantry except Depth Guard. The archers wreck all the guns. The only advantage Coast has is artillery, but artillery usually loses on objectives to Wood Elves. So, man, it's hard. And Attack Speed Enjoyer is not just a Wood Elf player. He's one of the best Wood Elf players out there. So it's like, it's tough, man. This is a pretty cursed matchup, though. It is. But we'll see what happens. We will see. So, going to hit up Attack Speed. Let me know map, please. All right, all right. Coast can do a melee build-up. Yeah, there you go. So just a big, boring build-up. Build-ups are probably one of my least favorite playstyles in the game. Like when people sit until their opponent has like 500 points and then push in. It just is like, I don't know, man. It kind of breaks immersion for me, you know? The Mordor strategy. I still think Double Arrow of Kernus is a little bit oppressive because Wood Elves like need to have some weaknesses, and if they have Double Arrows of Kernus, they kind of just shit on their weaknesses. Would you try a free RTS? It depends on what it is. Yeah, I'm not opposed to trying some RTS games. Is there some new RTS game coming out that I should look at? Do you work for the company that's promoting it? Is that the true scheme here? Oh, they changed the Steam store. It's all tricky to find your way around right now. Yeah, I'll look it up right now, though. I'm creeping, man. I know what you guys really want. You guys want another Bigfoot stream. Just the Bigfoot adventures where Anna carries us while we battle Bigfoot. Oh my god, that's definitely a core gaming memory. Professor Pone being the Yeti and being trapped in the barn while we're all like throwing explosives at him. It's so good. Does he go mass crabs? Probably not mass crabs. Yeah, mortars are all right, and the map does determine a lot as well. Hover over Snowfield. Sure, Outer Region. Yeah, I just saw your message. The blasphemous Snowfield. It's a big open map. Yes, Bigfoot, please. How do you feel about wargame type RTS? Broken Arrow's fun. I don't know. I looked at Broken Arrow. It didn't call to me, but I wouldn't be opposed to that genre. But yeah, Beyond All Reason's a great game. It is. Yeah, I'll take a look at that, Solus. Thank you. Okay, it's an open source historical RTS game. Let me see. Interesting. Yeah, I'll check it out. Thank you, man. I'm going to bookmark this real quick, and we will take a peek at that later. The Evil Dead game was good memories. Oh, the Evil Dead game was fun. Yeah, man. They're, speaking of not Evil Dead, but kind of in the family, is there... Did you guys see they're doing a remake of Resident Evil? There's a new Resident Evil movie coming out, and it has the guy who did Weapons. Weapons is was really good. I enjoyed it. My wife and I really liked it. And yeah, the guy who did Weapons is doing that. So we're gonna play Snowfield. All right. The Blasphemous Snowfield by Waka Waka 3000, one of the goats of map making here. What I wish we could get is a new Star Wars RTS. Yeah, I mean, RTS is such like an old man's genre, you know? And like Star Wars, I think it has a big like young following nowadays because of all the new shows and movies and stuff. Yeah. You're really hyped for that. The director is good. He is, yeah. He is indeed. Yeah, the age of Star Wars RTS is long past. There was like 3 or 4 of them I remember in the early 2000s, like Empire at War, and then I can't remember the other ones. Did I like the 28 Years Later? Yeah, so 28 Years Later had, there was the Bone Temple was the second one in that trilogy. I didn't care for the first 28 Years Later movie that much. I mean, there was moments I liked, but I felt a little bit underwhelmed by it. But the Boner Temple was more enjoyable. I thought I enjoyed that one a little bit more. And I'm looking forward to the third one. I mean, the original 28 Days Later is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. It's in my top 5. Like that sequence at the end with the theme song by John Murphy, In a House in a Heartbeat, when they're like, you know, he's rescuing the 2 girls from the military compound. That is like one of the best horror scenes ever. It is so good and so intense. And Cillian Murphy was so great in the original ones, man. Well, in the original, I should say. One sec, guys. Be right back. All right, we're back. We are back. I think it's Cillian Murphy is how you pronounce it, right? I don't know. Hey, Dark Knight, what's up? I wanted to play Total Warhammer 3, and I finally find you. I've been really into it and started to play lots of multiplayers. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, it's a great game. Multiplayer in this game is certainly like a niche element of it, but it's great fun. It's, you know, great fun. What factions, Jimmy, do they have in Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds? Yeah, that was the one I was interested in trying because it's like Age of Empires. But what factions do they have? Is it just like Empire and Rebels or Galactic Battlegrounds? Because that would be fun to do like a one-off stream of that. Galactic Battlegrounds. Okay, it's only $5. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry about that. What the hell? That was like a jump scare. Whoa. It was a great game, yeah, it was fun. Is it multiplayer? Can we play multiplayer on this? Shared / split screen PvP. Okay. The Gungans are in it? You can play the Gungans? They have the usual you'd expect, but also Gungans and Wookiees and stuff? Oh, that's fun. I'm sorry, guys. I literally just opened it on Steam and it jump scared me with, like, you know, terrible sound mixing. Yeah. All right, guys. Let's break it down. Welcome to the grand finals of today's tournament, spawning in on the south side of the map. It is going to be Attack Speed Enjoyer, bringing the menacing Wood Elves. Eternal Guard in the front, Dryads in the vanguard for capture weight and infantry killing power. And what do guns hate in this game? Ironically, bows are a counter to guns, even though historically a little bit different than that. But 1 million frickin' bow units. Glade Guard spam all day, and the Lord is going to be a Spellweaver of Blade Storm and June Bolt. So Blade Wind to basically punish zombies and or sirens, and then June Bolt to snipe Celestra. All right. On the backside, guys, it is going to be the Challenger here. Outer Region coming in, and he does have his Necrofex Colossus, which I guess he's been on a bit of a kick. And honestly, this thing can probably outrange archers, just sit deep set and be like a mobile cannon piece. I don't hate that. Elsewhere, we got Zombie Pirate Dickhand Mobs, as well as Lamprey's Revenge. So basically just a million zombies, a Colossus and Solastra with a little bit of crowd clearing power and some Scurvy Dogs. All right, last question before we focus on the game from Dark Knight. How's the matchup between Tzeentch and Greenskins? I would wager at a high competitive level, probably favored for Greenskins, but I think Tzeentch can win it by using like Exalted Flamers and, you know, a little bit of Lord Sniping as well. So it's winnable. Oh, dude, Heir of Carthage was the man. He was the reason I started YouTube. I used to watch Heir of Carthage while I was at work, and I was like, dude, this guy rules, man. I want to try what he does. Yeah, he's great, man. And super nice guy. I met him in person a couple times. Yeah, he was great. All right, guys. So it begins. The battle is on. I mean, I would have to say pretty big favor for the elves here. Every time I've seen this matchup, it seems like the elves just karate chop the Vampire Coast, but I could be wrong. All right, guys, the zombie Dickhand Mob's advancing forward, and we do see the big Giga Chad Colossus marching in. At least we get to see the Colossus tonight, man. We got to see some really, really cool units in action. So homie's going to be advancing forward with his big cannon and unleashing some big shots where he can. But that is a shit ton of archers to deal with. Outer Region probably going to save up for a mass call-in. Usually that's smart. So what he's going to do is probably save up for like 4 Scurvy Dogs and like 2 Fellbats all at once to try and overwhelm the archers. And then we're going to be seeing Attack Speed Enjoyer call in a bunch of Glade Riders and Wild Riders to try and protect them. So that's going to be the idea. All right, the cannon shooting into the Glade Guard. Oh, man. This is going to be hard. That is so much pressure coming in, guys. That is so much pressure. So many Glade Guards. A lot of action, man. And that's so hard to stop for the Vampire Coast because Wood Elves are so good at defending their archers. Yeah, you could go double mortar, but the double mortar, like, you're not going to be able to get through that many archers that quickly. They are going to shoot you down. All right, guys. So it begins. In the woods, we get some Zombie Pirate Dickhand Mobs being called out, and it is going to be Deck Dropper Bombers, who are probably going to weasel their way around the outside, but I can't help but think they're just going to eat it. Look at a big amount of life being lost for the Vampire Coast here. Solastra will be pretty MLG pro gamer, though, because she can summon the Ghosts of the Past. We see 2 Scurvy Dogs being called in. The Colossus shooting where it can. The zombie line just eating a million arrows, man. And it's going to be tough. I would say this is like an 80-20 matchup in favor of the Wood Elves. Maybe worse. All right. So Deck Dropper Bombers are pushing, and Solastra is going to be summoning the Ghost of the Past. And so far, actually not bad start for Outer Region. He does get 2 archers unopposed there, so that's very fortunate for him. And now the Ghosts of the Past are going to be diving deep, and they're going to be intercepted by the Glade Riders. But the Bomber Bats are going to be hot in pursuit. And look at this, 2 Scurvy Dogs getting 2 archers. A 1-for-1 trade there, not even 1-for-1, is very, very good. So the rest of the Deckhand Mobs are advancing. Solastra's Knights cleaning up what they can. And here you can see the Deck Dropper Bombers are getting a decent little salvo fire. As on the backside, we do see the Colossus continuing to shoot and wear things down. Solastra using Tide Call as well. And she is going to be summoning some Crabbo Stabos, and intercepting is the Lamprey's Revenge against the Wild Riders. We got a bit of a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Outer Region doing very, very well out of the gates and actually punishing this mass archer build to an extent. But again, a lot of game to be played. We will see how it all unfolds. Because, yeah, he's got his summons, he's got his abilities, but how long are they going to stay on the board? These crabs are going to disappear. These knights are going to be disappearing, right? So there's a couple shady McGrady things right there. Two more Scurvy Dogs called out. The Wood Elves able to secure the high ground. The Zombie Pirate Deckhand Mobs chasing where they can, but the archers able to kite them back and crossfire them a little bit. So over there, it looks like Homie is going to be safe. And Vampire Coast might be able to actually steal the Wood Elves' home objective, which is pretty interesting. The Bomber Bats doing what they can, but kind of being picked up by the archers, which is to be expected. They're very squishy. 15 armor and no missile mitigation whatsoever is a little bit of pain. It looks like an overcasted Doombolt coming out from the Spellweaver of the Dark. And Solastra going to be moving over to try and maybe help out against these archers. We'll have to see. Now, the Colossus on the backside, sitting at about 500 value. Lamprey's Revenge heading to the home objective of the Wood Elves. And the Wood Elves are definitely being forced back, man. This is pretty impressive stuff indeed. Not an easy matchup, but Outer Region's putting up a great fight. But will he be able to play the long game? Because Vampire Coast, and the current way they get played, is a faction that really likes to blow their load. They basically come out with Solastra and a bunch of high burst units. And they can sometimes run out of gas a little bit in the late game with Solastra builds. We'll see if that ends up mattering. So Race of the Frozen Heart piling in, very cost effective for attack speed enjoyer. These Wraiths do magic damage, so Solastra will actually get punished very badly, and it looks like she could be on her way out right now. She's going to be using a Tide Call, calling over some crabs, but the Spellweaver of the Dark is simply going to be using a Doombolt here, and that's going to be ending some careers. Here comes the Scurvy Dogs chasing down, oh, what appears to be Way Watchers, dude. If Outer Region gets this pick here, Attack Speed Enjoyer is going to be such a sad bro. Oh, he's not going to have a good time. That is like an 1,000 gold unit that's about to die to a crappy Hound unit. But it looks like Dryad's called out. They are going to be able to save it, but even still, intense stuff indeed. Bladestorm on the zombies, not doing bad. Lamprey's Revenge are ripping and tearing. The Colossus, farming value where it can, but a lot of archers are about to re-engage, guys. Here they come. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. So we got 5 archers making their way back into the battlefield. Doombolt is going to be activated on Celostra, and she's about to get boinked in the head by some Doombolt action. Celostra is incredibly annoying. She deserves this for sure. Oh, down to 1,000 HP. Obviously, she's very weak to magic, and magic sniping spells are going to be good against her, so Celostra is down for the count. But the thing about killing Celostra, guys, is she's going to be able to come back and have more knights. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Sure, it's really good because it tanks leadership and cuts the head off the snake and gets rid of their mage, but she's very cheap, so you can resummon her and then get more and more, Harry Potter action out of the battlefield, so there is that. All right, Deck Droppers pulling back. Colossus still in good shape. The archers are reforming the ranks, and we do see some Night Terror Morngulls coming in, and Scurvy Dogs coming in with fat red rockets here to try and take down the Glade Guard. Looks like they are going to catch them, so here they come. The Hounds nibbling in the night, and nice catch. The engagement doing a shit ton of damage. Glade Guard are really squishy. They do have okay combat stats for an archer unit, but again, 15 armor is not going to love being attacked by freaking 80 dog units, and they get chewed up really quick. Great pick. Now, if Outer Region can stabilize these Hounds, get them away, and escape these Wild Riders here, that's going to be big, and it looks like he does. And then what he wants to do is probably switch the Colossus to shoot at the Wild Riders. That's going to be big. In the meantime, though, we do see Attack Speed Enjoyer stabilizing his home objective, so Objective 2 does go back here to the Forces of the Hardwood. And the Wood Elves look like maybe they're thinking about pushing up here with some Eternal Guard. We'll have to see. 2 Hound units. Outer Region is also another player who has a very sweaty micro as well. So he's somebody who's going to be able to put in some work there. Granted, these dogs, when you get charged like that, you might as well just stay the course. And it looks like the other Scurvy Dog going to be taking the opportunity to move in. Gunnery mobs and more Scurvy Dogs pushing on up. And Lamprey's Revenge trying to hold this point, but it could get a little bit flimsy here with Spear units coming in. Eternal Guard are going to be able to wreck these crabs. Armor-piercing, anti-large attacks. Colossus going to be waddling into melee, most likely to try and terror out them off. We'll see how that works out. And the 2 Scurvy Dog units dive pretty aggressively, and the Night Terrors make their way in as well. So the Night Terrors do arrive. They get on top of the Glade Guard Hagbane tips, and this is a nice knockdown, drag-out battle, guys. This is what the Grand Final should be all about, man. Pistol mobs creep in. This objective going to be flipping to the Vampire Coast. Points are looking relatively tight, about 500 points here for Outer Region to 622 here for Attack Speed Enjoyer. Scurvy Dogs for capture weight. Lamprey's Revenge running away. Colossus still in the game, man. And this Chad Colossus sitting at about 1,000 value right now. A little bit vulnerable to maybe getting some archer fire, but yeah. The Night Terrors, though they are good fighters, Wild Riders are really good at killing light armor. 44 melee attack, charge bonus of 68, and 44 weapon strength. They're going to be able to chew up Morngulls pretty well. But another dog unit gets in, taking down an archer, and now is going to be retreating across this way as a Bladestorm is activated here from the Spellweaver, who's got to be running a little bit low on Winds of Magic at this point. But the Lamprey's Revenge, they endure. Pistol mobs shooting where they can. And the Vampire Coast, I mean, they do have a grip on 2 objectives and still have the big scary Colossus, which is now being focus fired by all the archers. Taking it down makes sense. What we're going to be seeing from Outer Region, though, is a resummoning of Celostra, which is going to be very, very good. Because when Celostra gets out, she cruises up, summons her knights, and steamrolls all of these archer units, right? Which is going to be amazing. Wood Elves with an ambush from the high ground. Wild Riders looking to bring Christmas a little bit early to some of the zombies, so there they go. And that is going to wreck those zombie pirate deckhand mobs pretty freaking bad. So they get steamrolled, losing about 20% of their HP in a second. And Coast is starting to falter a little bit, guys. From what I can see, a little bit of faltering coming in. The Cav superiority is a really, really big problem. They are just causing so much havoc. And the big centerpiece here, the Colossus, he's had a good run, but now the archers have zeroed in on him. And Outer Region's trying to juke where he can, but there's only so much you can do there. So Scurvy Dogs being used as a defensive piece, very much an Anticity style of play from the days of old. Going to be getting a good envelop here on Wild Riders. And Celostra may be able to stabilize this objective, but look at this, guys. Healthy Wild Rider, Glade Rider. And the Vampire Coast is just so out of gas over here. And this is kind of what I talked about, how the Coast Army just kind of ran out of steam. Got out attrition because the trades are usually so bad for them. Now, in the beginning, Outer Region was able to pull a value lead by using Celostra's ability, the Knights, but once they were gone, the momentum started to shift, and we see that over the course of a long game. It is a really, really cursed matchup, but, you know, it's something you consider when you play SFTs. is that yeah, you can run into cursed matchups, man. It does happen, but a very, very good attempt by Outer Region. But really, I think he's out of steam right now and pretty much has no chance of winning. He's going to summon the Knights right now. He's going to drop them right here. And they'll be able to run over a couple of units. We see deck droppers being called in, which are going to be bomber bats. I mean, there still is a little bit of game to be played, maybe, but no, there's no chance. The archers are running out of ammunition. I mean, that is one thing to consider. Celostra trying to hold on to the objective. Bombers dropping some payloads here. Lamprey's Revenge finally going into the trash can, but after getting about 2,000 value, mind you, not bad at all. So the Knights Errant are called out. Nope, Rotting Prometheans. They're going to be chasing after some of the archers just to kind of screen them out, which isn't terrible. And screening out the archers with the Prometheans and then advancing with the bomber bats. Kind of a cool tech, but what is he calling out? Do we see anything here? We don't. And up on the high ground, we don't see anything there as well. So the Vampire Coast trying valiantly to fight their way back from the dregs. Vampire Coast is actually, I think, one of the strong, like a decent upper mid-tier faction. I think they're very good, but Wood Elves are an S-tier faction. I don't think Wood Elves really have too many bad matchups. Like, I can't really think of one. Oh, okay, there's got to be one. Like, maybe Slanesh is good against them because they can, like, armor check them and Hellstriders and whatnot. But I'm trying to think. Yeah, Wood Elves are just really don't have too many bad matchups, man. They're very good. They're kind of like Vampire Counts. Vampire Counts only have, like, 1 or 2 bad matchups. I think Wood Elves might be in the same family. Might be in the same family. Now, Triple Cap is in full effect. The zombies, I don't see any being called in from the deeps. Dick and mobs on their way. And Celostra did get some value with her Night Summon. And the Bomber Bats are doing very good. And here you can see the Archers are being scattered by the Crabs, which isn't bad. Yeah, Tzeentch is good against Wood Elves. I can see that. Yeah, with all the fire and magic damage and some of the other tools they have. Yeah, maybe Tzeentch. I can see that. But overall, I mean, Wood Elves, I just feel like S tier to me. Wood Elves, Vampire Counts, they definitely feel borderline OP, in my opinion. All right, Damn Knights Errant chasing down the Wild Riders right here. And there they go. Maximilian are saying Vampire Counts have 5 or 6 almost unwinnable matchups out of 20. So if in that case, Vampire Counts are like favored in like 20 matchups, and then they have like 4 or 5 bad ones. That's still a pretty good ratio, if that is true. You know, that's still a pretty good ratio. All right, Zombie Pirate Dickhead mobs are coming up. And ladies and gentlemen, I think this is the end of the road. Outer Region fighting tooth and nail and getting some value back. But even if he gets some value back, I feel like he's not going to have enough time to reclaim the realm, you know? It's not going to be possible. Dryads are coming. We do see some Scurvy Dogs going to reclaim the high ground. It is a situation that is now a triple cap situation. So the Vampire Coast, they are reclaiming value, though, man. These Bomber mobs are farming. Celostra's second wind is pretty good. Halberd's coming up. So, I mean, yes, he probably will have a chance at reclaiming his home objective with Bomber Bats. Maybe objective 1 as well. But with Dryads coming over, they're going to shut down this Vanguard capture shenanigans. Outer Region with the Gremlin play here is very good. But I don't think it's going to be enough. It's just so much hardwood. I mean, we got Dryads here, a healthy unit of Wild Riders. Wood Elves are still holding on to this objective, not letting it go. And the Bomber Bats are about to run out of gas. They are about to run out of steam right now. So there they go, dropping their last payloads on the Wild Riders. Really cool deck dropper play tonight, though. We got to see Outer Region using deck droppers to pretty good effect. Scurvy Dog's going to be trying to grab this point. And yeah, he's just, you know, grasping right now, trying to get going here. Hardwood, man. You heard me. You heard me. All right, Scurvy Dogs fleeing. Celostra going to be trying to drop a terror route with the Wild Riders. You know, they do have a ITP while their Frenzy is active, if I'm not mistaken. So they're going to be pretty damn stalwart. And guys, that is going to be all she wrote. 2 archers coming in. I mean, the Wood Elves could easily just hold down their back objective. Easily at this point. And a beautiful Blade Storm, by the way. God damn, just absolutely shrekking those zombies, sending them back to the swamp. I don't know what they did. I think that spell got buffed. But look, guys, a great attempt by Outer Region in one of the worst matchups in the game, probably. So good on him to try and get it done. But Attack Speed and Joy are going to be taking the dub with a solid run with the Wood Elves tonight. Well played to him. He certainly earned it. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it. I'm doing the streams a little bit shorter lately to let my hands recover. They've been acting up on me, and I'm getting better slowly. So I appreciate you guys understanding that. And if you guys want more tournament streams, please do drop a like on the stream right now for all of you homies on YouTube. And for those of you guys on Twitch, consider following if you enjoy what you see. All right, guys. Well played, GG. Cool Colossus play. The Colossus might have actually been the weak link there. But still, it was very, very cool to see that in action. And yeah, a valiant attempt. I don't know what the animated Hulks are for. Kind of an interesting choice, but yes, yes. All right, guys. See you around. Thank you so much for joining. Take care of yourselves. We're going to have 2 videos going up tomorrow. A really good Vampire Coast vs. Dark Elf battle tomorrow, as well as another episode of the Araby campaign. So that'll be it. Take care of yourselves, guys. See you around. Thank you so much for joining. And once again, drop a like if you enjoyed what you saw. And we'll be back with some sweaty action here very, very soon. Cheers.